Buenas tardes, good afternoon. Salute everyone. Welcome to Sports Jedi Network, Bronx Bombers Strike Back podcast here. The New York Yankees take on the Houston Astros, and they are going for something that is going to be warming the hearts of the New York Yankee fan base. Is a four-game sweep and start the season 4-0 against the Houston Astros. Welcome everyone. It is Easter Sunday. He has risen. He has risen. Amen. Salute to everyone on an Easter Sunday. Those that are going through the Easter Sunday tradition of being with family. Thank you for joining us this Sunday here on Easter Sunday. Now, a little bit of a change in the lineup, but I got the lineups here. A little bit of news with the New York Yankees here. I apologize for the sunglasses tonight or this afternoon. I woke up with a borderline migraine, but I'm gonna power through to do the play-by-play here. So I'm not trying to be cute or stylish. It's just I got a massive migraine that I'm gonna try to power through it. So I'm playing with a little bit of an injury. Just it's really a painful headache. But hey, this is what we do here because we love watching along with you guys. All right, I got the lineup for the Astros. It will be Altuve will be leading off playing second base, followed by the designated hitter Jordan Alvarez. Batting third, the right fielder Kyle Tucker. Batting fourth, the third baseman Anthony Bregman. Batting fifth, behind the plate Yanni Diaz. Batting sixth, the first baseman Singleton. Batting seventh in left field McCormick. Batting eighth, the shortstop Pena. Batting ninth in center field, Jeremy Myers. Now, for the New York Yankees, I said there was a change in the lineup. In the original lineup, we had Anthony Volpe playing, but here's the lineup for the New York Yankees. Leading off and playing second base, Gleyber Torres. Batting second in right field, Juan Soto. Batting third, the center fielder, Aaron Judge. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter at first base, Anthony Rizzo. Batting fifth, back in the lineup at designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Batting sixth, the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. Batting seventh, making his Yankee debut, is John Birdie playing third. Behind the plate, Jose Trevino. And batting ninth is Josualdo, who is hot like a pistol Cabrera. He is in because Anthony Volpe has a stomach issue. They had that stomach virus since going to Mexico. How many times we tell you not to drink the water from Mexico? Well, everyone from the players to the beat reporters all have the bad case of a stomach virus. And of course, boy, Amodium AD should be a sponsor for the New York Yankees. Jose, what's up? No lo puedo transmitir el partido. No permiten que enseñen el partido en vivo, pero vamos a hacer lo más posible, hacer el play-by-play, dar los resultados, a platicar el partido. Gracias por ensintonarse conmigo. Feliz día de resurrección a usted. I wish we could show you that. Pretty soon, if things go well, we might be in a different place where we could show some of the games. So, without leaving the cat out of the bag. Salute to everyone there with us there. Again, thank you. Gracias por sintonizarse en Facebook app, on the Twitch, Twitter, Trivial, everywhere that you hear my voice. Thank you for joining me here on a Sunday, Easter Sunday. Again, una vez más, no estoy poniéndome las gafas por verme como un papichulo. Es que tengo un dolor de cabeza, como una migraña que me está, pero estoy aquí. I mean, créame que todo me molesta, pero let's go for it. This is a game that we have to sweep. Tenemos que barrir la serie de los Houston Astros. So we have to sweep the Houston Astros with that. Of course, we got a couple minutes here. Hopefully today we get some folks on to help me alleviate the call, the play-by-play, but it looks like it's going to be a solo act here for where, we'll see. We'll see via Caputo or Chris, but we'll get going. So we're close for first pitch. If you're new to the channel, bienvenido. Welcome. We do the play-by-play, the watch-along. We have a scoreboard, a ticker. Te dice el resultado, cuánta bola, cuántos strikes, quién va adelante, qué entrada está. We'll bring it on right now. This is what it looks like. We'll have the scoreboard. Tú puedes mirar el partido mientras que yo lo platico, where I'll speak it. And you can see quién va ganando, cuánta bola, cuánto strike, how many balls in strike. And we are a Spanglish, so we will be throwing back and forth Spanish and English. Why not? Use our native tongues and, of course, be different. And we'll sprinkle in a little English and Spanish there. And we'll have fun. We always have fun. Pero lo más que yo pido es la participación en el chat. So I really ask for a big participation in the chat. Queremos que hagas conversaciones, no solo conmigo, pero entre los dos. We want that conversation between both of us in the chat. What do you see? What do you want to see? Like, for instance, man on first with one out. You have a hitter. Do you want to play the hit and run game? Do you want to bunt? Those are the type of things I want the interaction of the fan base here on the chat. Yankee fans to Yankee fans, or even baseball fans. You don't have to be a Yankee fan. You could be an Astro fan. You could be a Philly fan. As long as we come together in the chat respectfully, interact. That's what the watch along is about. Listen, you're going to be watching the game alone, or with someone who doesn't watch baseball. So come on here in the community, into the chat, into the family, and let's watch along and let's conversate. Let's have to join the conversation. Don't just be a spectator, be a participant in the chat, and let's have a conversation about what the game is going. What don't you like? What does Aaron Boone frustrate you? Is he just sitting there chewing gum and not doing nothing as a manager? Or what pitch would you like Clark Schmidt tonight? Again, we didn't even speak about the pitchers. So let's go right there as that lead into that segue. See what I did there? Tonight or this afternoon, we got Clark Schmidt looking for the sweep, taking on JP Francis. Now, Clark Schmidt is trying to build off a positive start last season for the New York Yankees. For Clark Schmidt, he's got to get ahead of the count. First ball strikes, keeping the Astros off balance, not self-opposing mistakes like the base on balls. And I think Clark Schmidt threw the baseball very well in the spring, and he's just going to try to translate it now into the regular season. And of course, he worked through a lot of different things with a cutter last season, allowing him to sink or swim. So let's see what we got going on with Clark Schmidt. I think he's going to be very, very well this year. I think he's going to be very impressive. And I think we're going to be, when we look at Clark Schmidt, he looks up to Garrett Cole. He wants to get strong. He wants to pitch over 180 innings. He almost started, I think he started 30 starts. He wants to repeat that, another 30-start performance for Clark Schmidt. And if that's the case, hey, that means he's doing something well. As we get look at this. Angelo's got the broom. Let's go. All right. Got my juices. And I'm powering through a migraine. And that right there, my friend, just lift up my spirit. Thank you for seeing that broom. Hopefully we get to do a little sweeping here. Let's go. Thank you again. I really appreciate. You know how much. Trust me. It might. He says, "What is he getting excited for?" A little emoji. Trust me, it means the world because, yeah, I was contemplating of canceling the stream because I had no one to fill in. But oh man, let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Hopefully the medication helps me alleviate. And speaking with you guys and having that conversation. That's why I ask you guys, please participate in the chat. We can have that conversation. It takes my mind away from the migraine and just talk with you guys. Oh, Baseball King. What's up? Thank you for returning, Baseball King. I really appreciate it. I think the Houston will win this game. They're desperate, Baseball King, and they're desperate. And you know what? I don't want to punt the game here, but we're gonna see what the Astros are made of here. They were a little sloppy in the first 3 games here. Or yesterday they played it much better, but the first 2 games they were sloppy throwing the baseball around. Can't hit with bands in scoring position. They had the lead in all these games, and the bullpen has let them down. Vegas likes the Astros on the money line at a plus 127. The over and under 9.5 runs. You could make it into a 3-legged parlay. Good luck on those parlays and on those bets. Remember, bet with your head, not over your head, and good luck here. I will come ready. I'm ready to call this game. All right. JP Francis finish up his warm-up. Stepping to the batter's box will be Gleyber Torres. Now, Torres is 0 for 9 to start the season here. He'll be leading off. And you see down below, you see the lineup being underneath there on the ticker. And you know what? I'm going to put myself... All right. And the scoreboard, the ticker's going to be ahead of me always. For some reason, somehow, this thing is always ahead, no matter what. In baseball, basketball, football, it's always ahead of me. So, all right, I'm ready. You guys ready? Here, we're in my stream. We're getting ready for the first pitch. France is ready to deal. The pitch down low for a ball. First pitch low and away. We're on the way here on an Easter Sunday here. Let's go. I'm watching two of the videos at the same time, watching the Twins, and I'm watching this. I appreciate it, Baseball King. You are awesome. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It evens the count at 1-1 strike. So since 2003, the New York Yankees are 3-0. And this is the fourth time, I believe, they start 3-0 since 98. And the 1-1. Down low for a ball. 2-1. So the Yankees are on a 6-game winning streak against the Houston Astros. Wow. But they need to do this in the postseason. I know a lot of Yankee fans probably just said that the same thing as soon as I said it out of my mouth. The 2-1 hits the outside corner. We got 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chris, what's going on, Chris? Happy Easter. All right, we got a 2-ball-and-2 strike count here to the leadoff hitter. Torres takes it just outside, and the count runs 3-balls-and-2 strikes. So we have a full count to the first batter of the game here, to Gleyber Torres, who's looking for his second hit of the season. Here's the payoff pitch. This one is popped up. Shallow left field. And the center fielder makes the play. Myers for the first out. All right, the defense for the Astros, it will be McCormick, Myers, and Tucker in the outfield. Bregman, Pena, Altuve, Singleton, and Diaz, that's around the horn. And, of course, J.P. Francis is your pitcher. All right. With one away, we'll bring up the incomparable Juan Soto, who is batting .500, 6 for 12. He has a home run and 3 RBIs for Soto. And the pitch. And this one first, base hit! And he continues his hot streak. He rips that one between the second baseman there, and he's got a single. Wow, ese Soto es maravilloso. Maravilloso Juan Soto. Now, con Soto en primera viene el capitán Aaron Judge. So the captain, Aaron Judge, with Soto at first. All right. Now, the pitch, Francis to Judge. Takes a ball down low. Now, Judge is 3 for 12. But he hasn't looked like his Judgy himself. Well, hopefully he gets going here. It's only game number 3. Hopefully we get some Judgy situation here. We got a 1-0 pitch. Francis ready to deal. Up high for a ball. 2-0. I'll read Baseball Kings. Do you have winning the World Series this year? I know it's early, but I'm gonna pick the Yankees. I'm picking the Yankees, Baseball King. Are they the favorites? Not really, but I gotta stay true with that. And there's a pitch up high, 3-0. 3-0. Do you give him the green light? It looks like they do on the ticker. But I'm gonna take the Yankees, and on the National League side, I think the Phillies. The 3-0 pitch. This one is popped up. Sky high pop up in the infield. Okay, I think now you have I know Judge is our captain, a fearful hitter, but next 3-0 pitch, I am not giving the green light to Judge. He hasn't earned it yet. All right, with 2 outs now, we'll bring up Rizzo. So Anthony Rizzo's 2 for 11. Batting 182. He has an RBI. Hey, Baseball King, that was a hell of a play there between at the Twins game with Correa. I saw they were against the Royals. There was a hell of a play there. I saw the highlight on that one. I mentioned it. I remember that one. I wanted to bring that up there. I think it was to close out the game. And the pitch. There's a strike. Let me ask you this, Baseball King. Do your Minnesota Twins have enough pitching to win? I think they have enough pitching to win the Central, because Central's kind of weak in my opinion. Especially the Guardians is they're gonna unload Beaver. We know that. I think that's the Twins division to win personally. Not because I'm not blowing smoke because you're here, but they're just a better team, the Twins personally. But I still don't trust your manager. The same thing. My Yankees. I hate Boone. I don't trust your manager, Baseball King. Do you? What are your thoughts? What are your scouting report on your Minnesota Twins? You could put your Twins over here. It's okay. I want to hear from your perspective and the pitch. Inside 3-1. Because I don't think the Tigers are not ready. The White Sox are in rebuild mode. The Guardians is the only team there, but I would have been more. I would have felt more better with the Guardians if the Francona was still managing the pitch. Oh, he took that change up right down the heart of the middle, 3-2. Come on, guys. You could tell that these guys, Judge, Rizzo, are not locked in yet. They're still a little behind. So we got a payoff pitch and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Got him with the curveball. Rizzo should have swung at the changeup before. No runs, one hit, no one man left on base. We go now to the home half of the first as we say hello to Mr. Desmond Payne in the building. I have to remember I can't get too excited with the migraine going. Yankee family, let's go. Thank you so much, Desmond. I almost canceled the stream. I'm trying to power through a migraine or a massive headache. It was a migraine, but it's starting to alleviate. But it was I couldn't. I'll tell you that I knew I don't get migraines. I woke up. You know what it is to wake up while you're sleeping with a headache. That's the worst. And then of course it's Easter Sunday. Wife is preparing. We're having lamb. We having lamb. We have turkey. The food smells phenomenal, but the smell of the food bothers. That's a migraine, and it's not that it's just yeah. I have the lights on because of not to look bad on. I have to have the lights on, and I got the sunglasses not to be, again, not trying to be cute. It's just the light. But again, we'll power through it. We'll get going because we got to sweep. We got to sweep, and I hope I feel better because tonight we got to take care of the Oklahoma City Thunder. So double header for well, at least in the basketball, thank goodness I have Chef Dan. But the Yankee baseball, if my son is not here right now, I would have had him do the play-by-play. All right, so here comes the Astros. Thank you. I'm powering through it. I'm powering through it. Yes, I'm using the force. Yes, indeed. I'm using the force to not to put away the pain. All right, Clark Schmidt finishing up his warm up pitches. But keep the comments coming because it helps me conversate back and forth, and I'm not just here thinking about or feeling the pain. Just speaking just helps as we go. Here we go. Clark Schmidt finish up as warm up. Again, this ticker is always ahead, just like the basketball. It's always ahead. And no matter what, this software is always ahead of us, and it is what it is. All right, here's Altuve, who's 4 for 14. The first pitch, he first ball swinging, and he pops it up on the first pitch. One pitch, one out, right to Verdugo, and he makes the play. Now, I'll give you the outfield for the Yankees. It'll be Verdugo in left, Judge in center, Soto in right, Birdie at third, Cabrera at short, Torres at second, Rizzo at first, and Trevino behind the plate because Volpe has a stomach issue. All right, one pitch, one out now. We'll bring up Yordan Alvarez, who's 2 for 12. He takes a call strike, and he's ahead of the count, 0-1. So Alvarez, the designated hitter, who is 0 for 2, 2 for 12, excuse me, and the pitch. Oh, what a nice curveball. Ahead of the count, 0-2. That's how you want. Get the ball, pitch quickly, get ahead of the count, 0-2 on a dangerous Alvarez. The pitch. And he fouled this one, still 0-2. All right, Clark Schmidt. Yankees are in their road grays. The pitch inside for a ball. 1-0. 1-2. So he tried to push him off the plate. Maybe he wants to go away, but here's the 1-2. Yeah, he went away and just missed with the backdoor slider or knuckle curveball. So that was a good purpose pitch, pitching inside of Yordan Alvarez, pushed him off the plate a little and tried to get him with the backdoor knuckle curve. But he didn't chase, though. Now the 2-2 pitch from Schmidt. Inside, just missed. The count runs full, 3-2. All right, now here's the payoff pitch from Schmidt. And he delivers. Knuckle curveball, grounded, right to the second baseman. Fields it, throws it over to Schmidt. If you're scoring it at home, it's 4-3, 2 outs. 4-1, excuse me. So with 2 outs now, bases empty, we'll bring up Kyle Tucker. Tucker, the right fielder who's batting 3 for 13 to start the season. He does have a stolen base on the season. All right. Now Clark Schmidt and the pitch. There's a strike on the inside corner, although I had a little bit of an issue that he got the strike call, but the catcher Trevino set out upside and he crossed him. 0-1 pitch. Yeah, it's a good one. Cutter 0-2. So we get our first 2-strike corn of the day. And the pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out. Oh, that was a impressive inning by Clark Schmidt, especially to Tucker. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1, 2, 3, 3 up, 3 down. We play one full inning, no score here on game number 4, 162 for the Yankees and the Astros. The Yankees trying to pull out a 4-game sweep on at the expense of the Houston Astros. All right. Let's go. Hey, Desmond, if we get that from Clark Schmidt, man, just think about, yes, I'm not going to be delusional. I know a baseball king asked me how, the Yankees World Series. Right now, people say, you must be crazy, Chad. I know, no, Garrett Cole, how do you pick the Yankees? But just think if Clark Schmidt pitched well and we get that spirited performance of gutty performance every time he takes them out from a Marcus Stroman. And then you get Cole coming back in late June to close out the season, getting stronger in June. When you gotta like your chances. And if there's a chance to add a starting pitcher at the trading deadline like a Shane Beaver, you gotta like your chances with the Yankees. You gotta like what the Yankees are doing. But it all starts with these guys here. I thought Nestor Cortez got better as the game went on. I think that's the way Nestor is. As the game unfolds, I think he gets better. I don't know, his stuff translates better. Also, it could be adrenaline and nerves on that first start. Rodon was okay. I'm not a fan of Rodon. I don't like Rodon too much, but I thought he was very decent. I thought he was very good on that start. It wasn't great, but I thought he was good. You could improve from a Rodon and Nestor. There's room for improvement, and I liked it. Yeah. You didn't have and it's okay. It's okay not to have that. But that becomes surprising. Here's Stanton now, leads off the second now. I'll give you his numbers. That's the first pitch in there, up high for a ball, 1-0. Stanton is 2 for 10, but he has a home and an RBI his last at bat on game 2 in the 8th inning. 420-foot blast by him, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. All right. Now Stanton in the batter's box. And France steals. This one, swing and a miss, 1-2. He's got that right by him there. Nice. All right, here we go. We got a 1-2 pitch to Stanton. This one is line to, and this is going all the way to the left field wall. It hits the forwards. Now Stanton will cruise for a leadoff double. All right, Giancarlo. So Stanton pulling the baseball. Love it. Yeah, yeah. That stroke takes a minute to get going. Yes, yes. And I like that the Yankee offense rewarded him by tying the game and taking him off the hook. A no decision. So here's Verdugo. Now, Verdugo, as a left handed hitter, all he has to do is pull the ball and get Stanton in scoring position and manufacture. Here's Verdugo. Grounded, and he was just doing that. Foul. Now, Verdugo, who's 2 for 11 with an RBI, he's batting 182. Now, of course, we want the hit, but his job is right now to pull the ball with authority over to the right side of the diamond. Francis ready to deal the 0-1 pitch. And takes a ball, 1 strike. This is a player that I am excited to see. Verdugo, I think he does so much things with his bat. And you saw his glove early in the first 3 games here. Impressive left fielder, 1 strike. This one is popped up. High fly ball, deep to center field. Let's see if Stan tags. Myers makes the play. Tagging is Stanton. And the throw comes to shortstop, and Stanton advanced. So Verdugo did his job. He got a deep fly ball and advanced Stanton. So Stanton is in scoring position now with 1 out now for the new guy, the newcomer, John Birdie. So, whoa, wow, what a way for Birdie to get acclimated to the Yankees with an RBI opportunity where he can manufacture an out. Now, let's see if the Astros play the infield in. I haven't seen their defensive alignment here. So here's Birdie, a right-hander, righty versus righty. The pitch up high for a ball, 1-0. We seem to be in better shape starting off the season. Stanton, Rizzo looks ready. Yeah, their bat speed is not quite there yet. Rizzo, but yes, the infield is in for the Astros early. So here's Birdie. And there's a strike, 1-1. Now, Birdie has been known for a contact hitter. He hit 294 last year in 133 games for the Marlins. He had 7 home runs and 33 RBIs with a 749 OBS. He's ready to deal the pitch and takes the ball outside, 2-1 now. Now, the Astros, if they want to play with Trevino, they could kind of walk or pitch around Birdie and set up for a double play and get out of the inning. It's early for those type of strategies, but those could be implemented early in the season. Here's a 2-1. Curveball misses, 3-1 now. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the 3-1. There's a strike. So the count runs through 3-2. What happened here? And Brandon, what's up, Brandon? All right, hopefully I'm okay. Hitting the pitch, swing and a miss. So Birdie strikes out. Not a good. Birdie strikes out. So Birdie strikes out here. Here's Trevino. Trevino. And a strike. All right. And there's a strike. Quickly 0-2. 0-2 count. We got an 0-2 count as we wait here. There we go. I guess something happened with my other computer. All right, let's see. An 0-2 count and foul. All right. You guys should be able to hear me now. Here's the 1-2. The pitch. Up high, 2-2. Yankees trying to get a run in with 2 outs now. Let's see if they could get a 2-out RBI here because Verdi struck out with a runner at third, and he came up with a high contact hitter. Here's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. The pitch. This one is hit in the air, looped, popped up, shallow with a drop, and it drops. No one gets there, and that's an RBI. So Singleton could not come up with the basket catch. So Trevino gets a single, and the Yankees take a 1-0 lead. It wasn't hit hard, but it was placed in the right location. I don't know what happened to the computer, Brandon. I clicked on your quote, and it went bananas. But we're good now. I mean, you guys could hear me. I hope, hopefully. So Abreu not in. They put Singleton, and the ball finds you. Boy, here's Cabrera. Cabrera takes a call strike. Now Cabrera, one of the hottest Yankees, 7 hits and 13 at bats, 2 home runs, and 6 RBIs. We'll take it. Yeah, we'll take it, Desmond. Absolutely. It's not how hard to hit; it's where you place it. Now France ready to deal the 0-1 pitch. Ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, Brandon, I'm surprised we didn't see you all series. Usually you're a big Astro fan, and when we're doing other teams, you're asking about the Astros, and you weren't here for the Astro games. This is the time for you to be shelling out as there's a ball 2-1, gets away, and no advancement by the runner. And Brandon is a huge Astro sports fan. I mean, any a Houston sports fan, excuse me. Big time Houston. You could say Mr. Houston on our chat. Here's the 2-1. This one is line, but right to Myers. That was hit hard, but Myers to it. But the Yankees get 1 run on 2 hits. They leave a man on. And the Yankees with a 1-0 lead for Clark Schmidt as we go down to the bottom of this second inning. Let's go. All right, here we go. Clark Schmidt, second inning of work. Now, let me look around the league. Top of the 4th inning. What was that? The 11 o'clock game? Wow, that's already in the 4th inning. The Anaheim Angels up 4-1 on the Baltimore Orioles. Top of the 4th in Philadelphia, you got the Braves up 3-1 on the Phillies. Top of the 4th inning in Cincinnati, the Reds up 2-1 on the Nationals. And in Tropicana Field in Tampa, Toronto up 4-1 on the Rays. Top of the 3rd inning in Miami, you got the Marlins up 5-3 on the Pirates. In Citi Field, the Mets, top of the 3rd, the Mets trail 2-1 on the Milwaukee Brewers. Mets are trying to avoid to go 0-3. That's staring them in the face. In Minnesota, actually in Kansas City, Minnesota trails 3-0 to the Royals. That's in the top of the 2nd inning. Our friend Baseball King is watching that game while he's watching with us. Baseball King 35. And of course, Charlie, our good friend Charlie. All right, we're about to start here the inning. Let's do it, Schmidt. Let's go. I love that comment. Keep it coming. Talk to them, Desmond. Talk to them, Desmond. Talk to them, Desmond, as we shout out big task at hand from our Knicks watch alongs. His ears must be ringing, but hopefully we'll tell him it's for a good reason. We adopted that Raleigh call on the channel for big task at hand. All right, 1-0 Yankees now. And here's Alec Bregman, who's batting 3 for 11. And the pitch up high for a ball. And Christian wants the Astros. Come on, Astros. Christian strong. Stay strong with your positive thoughts because the Astros cannot go 0-4. Hopefully you could wheel them in for a victory, but maybe on Monday afternoon. But good luck, Christian. Thank you for joining us here outside. 2-0. Let me ask this. You're a big Astro fans. You guys got to start hitting in clutch situation. You had opportunities for the Astros to come up with some hits in the last 3 games. You had the lead. Your bullpen let you down. Hopefully your bullpen gets going, get a lead. There's a strike. 2-1. Because you can see Hader is throwing well. Presley got a little hit, but he's acclimating himself to pitch in the 8th inning. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Clark Schmidt. Wow. Let's get the strikeout whistle here. Where is the strikeout whistle? No, it wasn't. I premature that one. Huh. Popped up. And I was actually, there we go. 1 out now. So it wasn't a strikeout. I thought it was. I botched it. Like AEW. All right, here's Diaz. What a start for Diaz. He's batting for 100. He has an RBI, 4 for 10. Wow, the pitch. There's a call. Ball outside. Ooh, that was a borderline one. Okay. And the 1-0. Line. And there's a base hit. Well, there goes the perfect game and the no-hitter out the window. And we got a 1-out single here by Diaz. We'll bring up Singleton. We saw Singleton pinch hit in game 1. He's 0 for 1. He's at first base today for Singleton. John will be batting from the left side. All right, Schmidt deals. Curveball for a ball. We can't give these guys any openings. That's right. Tighten up. And any ground ball, they should be able to turn 2 here. I don't know how quick Singleton runs. He doesn't look like he's a fleet of foot. And the pitch. This one is in the air, foul out of play, 1-1. Diaz taking a small lead. Schmidt checking the runner. The pitch. This one in on his hands. Popped up. Is it going to stay in fair territory? And a slide. And Birdie cannot come up with it. Birdie with the attempt on the dive or the sliding catch could not come up with it. It's just a long strike. Extra and give extra life there. But Birdie had a long way. He was shifted on the right side. So that was a long run for Birdie. And he almost caught it and little bit. He overran it just a little bit, but so boy, he's feeling down. He struck out with a runner at third with 1 out, and then he just couldn't come up with that. But just turn the page. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout by Schmidt. Okay, now 2 outs now. We'll bring McCormick and not the Spice. McCormick is 1 for 7, but he has 2 RBIs. Yankees up 1-0, and there's a beautiful sweeper for a strike ahead of the count, 0-1. Now, Schmidt ready to deal the 0-1. The pitch. Outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. So we got a 1 ball, 1 strike count here. All right. Clark Schmidt. Get on that rubber now. Looking at the sign. The pitch. Outside. 2-1. He falls behind in the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. With Diaz, the runner at first. Yankees up 1-0 here. 25 pitches for Clark Schmidt. All right, now Schmidt ready to deal the pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. So we got a nice cutter that went away from the hitter. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We get the 2-strike horn. That means we want to strike out. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schmidt deals. Swing and a miss. He got him. Third strikeout for Clark Schmidt. He looks right now, at least through 2 innings, it looks pretty sharp here. Although giving up the hit, no runs, 1 hit, they leave the man on. We go now to the 3rd inning with the Yankees up 1-0, and the lineup turns. Now you're gonna have Torres, Soto, Judge, and if anyone should reach Anthony Rizzo, the Yankees have a 1-run lead, looking to add more. Let's go. Wow, just think about a week from now, we would have been talking about night 1 of WrestleMania, stand and deliver for all you WWE wrestling fans, and getting ready for WrestleMania night 2. Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, what will be the stipulation? Would it be bloodline rules, or no bloodline interference? Oh, then will Seth freaking Rollins defend his World Heavyweight title successfully against Drew McIntyre? All those will be there. So we ask you to join us and watch along on the WWE WrestleMania watch along. We're going to have 3 YouTube channels collaborating together. We're going to have the Midfit Nation. We're going to have Alex Coquito and Rican Reaction. And, of course, this channel here. We're all going to be a colossal or the ultimate mega powers of collaboration of YouTube channels to watch along for the love of wrestling. So that's going to be a spectacle, a wonderful time together. So we invite you to watch along if you're a wrestling fan, or if you want to just hang out with us on the wrestling watch along. Come on, check us out. Saturday we'll be super busy. 11:30 we have the NXT Stand and Deliver. Then of course in between for WrestleMania night 1. Oh, it's gonna be fun times. We're gonna have people at Philadelphia. We're gonna probably coming in live from Lincoln Financial. It's gonna be fun. All right, we're coming back here. Here's Torres, the pitch from Francis, and he gets the strike. 0-1. And the pitch. This one is popped up in on the hands of Torres and to right field. And he puts it away now. So Tucker, 1 out now, base is empty for Juan Soto. He singled his first time up. Happy Easter, Caputo. Happy Easter. Yeah, no problem. He's gonna munch down. Here's Francis against Soto. And the pitch. There's the call strike. So he's been on base 10 times in 16 plate appearances for Juan Soto. I mean, talk about endearing yourself to a fan base. Usually when we hear guys come over, here's the 0-1. They usually, and the pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2. Usually they don't hit, but that's when they sign a big free agent contract. They come in and they struggle, and then fan base don't know if he's going to be pan out. Remember, Soto came in on trade, but boy, he has lived up to expectation and then some here. Just think about especially what happens after he does in the Arizona series when he gets on Friday afternoon at Yankee Stadium in front of that fan base, in front of home crowd. Oof. And the 0-2. And he fouls it. He's one of rare people to play 162. Soto, Olson, Simeon, and Eugenio Suarez. And I know Olson was a big player that Caputo wanted outside for a ball 1-2. We got a Soto shuffle there. And the 1-2. Swing and a miss. He strikes out. Got him with a good breaking ball there. One of the rare times you're going to see Soto strike out. That was a great 12-6 drop on that curveball. And even Soto admires that one. He goes, "Yeah, that was a very nice break." All right, 2 outs, bases empty. Will bring up Judge, and the pitch to Judge, down on the knees for a ball, 1-0. Thank God they didn't call that a strike. He always gets those called against him, and it makes him fall behind in the count. Appreciate that he called that a ball, 1-0. France steals, swing and a miss, got him with a changeup. That's a thing. You could tell that Judge is not locked in. A changeup in on that part of the wheelhouse for Judge that gets deposited in left field. Left field seats. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch down low, 2-1. And Girardi just said that. It looks like his timing is off there. Remember, he's also coming off of that abdominal scare. They had the MRI. Maybe he's afraid of letting it go because he wants to stay healthy, not putting. I'm just trying to make excuses here. 2-1 and 3-1. All right, 3-1 now. To Judge. Judge swung at a 3-0 pitch and popped up. Here's the 3-1 count. This one line, but right there to the second baseman. Altuve takes a hit away from Judge, but that was a rope. To me, that was a loud out. It still looks like an out no matter what, but it was a loud out. That's a good sign going forward for Judge. However, 3 up, 3 down, go the Yankees. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Yankees nursing a 1-0 lead here. Clark Schmidt looking good here, looking sharp. He's going to go back up for his third inning of work. And again, if you guys are watching along, thank you for watching along. Don't forget tonight, double duty here on the Sports Jedi Network. The Knicks are at home to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. We will have that watch along call. Myself, Chef Dan. Hopefully, I feel better. I could come on with Chef Dan and do the call. The Knicks looking to bounce back and improve on that 61 performance from Jalen Brunson. Wow. And Dante DiVincenzo, franchise record in threes made by a New York Knick for a regular season. And of course, the Knicks want to continue to win and clinch a playoff spot. They have the Oklahoma City Thunder, who themselves are second in the West. So that's a battle of two good teams, questionable with the ankle of Mitchell Robinson, who came out limping a little bit there. Harkenstein's wrist. We'll see who will be in those lineups tonight for the Knickerbockers. So that's going to be fun later on tonight. And again, Monday Night Raw, we got the watch along. Again, myself, Terrence, Gemma doing phenomenal job. Terrence and Gemma doing phenomenal job on the SmackDown side. And of course, Chef Dan and the Hill of the Ring crew together. Here we go. He played for the Reds, the Yankees, the Guardians, Marlins, Nationals, and the Astros. I think I know who that is too. Here we go. There's a pitch up high for a ball to Pena. Pena, who is 3 for 11. That looked like a strike. Yes. Yes, they're double duty. And the 1-0. This one is line. And there's a base hit off of Pena. He's on with a leadoff single. So that's the second hit for Houston. We'll bring up Myers. Myers, 1 for 5. That one hit was a home run in the first game of the season. And he has an RBI. Now the pitch. Runner goes. The throw. Trevino. Not in time. Stolen base. A rare steal on Trevino, who has a cannon, as they check to see the replay here. Got a good jump there, but that was a good throw. Almost had him. That's close. That's a close play there. I don't know if they're going to challenge, but let's see. Boone is coming out. Okay, Boone. Okay, Boone coming out to the umpires. He's saying something here. Could be that the equipment malfunction. So let's see. I think the Yankees will be challenging the call. So the Yankees are challenging the call on that stolen base here. Now, why Boone came out, I think there was a equipment malfunction, and it looks close that he might have had him. Umpire was moving while the play was occurring, so it is a little hard for the naked eye while you're moving in motion to see that play well. That's why the replay is there. We'll see on the different angles. So the call is overturned. The runner is out. Good call by the Yankees there. So if you go at 2-4 on the court stealing, if you're marking it or in your scorebooks at home. So Pena is out, 1 out now. Hey, that's a good move by the Astros running. But I was so when he did that, I said, man, I'm surprised they ran on Trevino, who has a cannon. 1 out. I know that Austin Wells is more of the candidate to try to steal on, and there's a swing and a miss, 0-2. So that changes an inning. You're down 1 run. You're losing first 3 games in a row. You get caught out at first in a leadoff, at second on a steal, and now you're down 0-2 now. Boy, now Clark Schmidt has to execute here and get this out here. And the 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? He did not go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. If you're asking, or if you're thinking, 33rd pitch coming from Clark Schmidt. Just missed 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to count with 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, 1-0 Yankees. Schmidt deals to Myers. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Schmidt. 2 outs. Base is empty. We'll go to the top of the lineup to Jose Altuve, who Altuve himself was swinging at the first pitch, his first time up, and popped up to left field. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. This one is foul out of play. 0-1. And again, swinging at the first pitch is Altuve. He's one of those sneaky type of players who likes to swing at the first pitch, and he's been rewarded with depositing it and hitting home runs. All right, here's the 0-1. There's a strike. Quickly 0-2. We get the 2-strike horn. And the pitch. Down low, 1-2. Good block there by Trevino, although there was no one there. Oh, there's the sneakiness of Altuve. That stinks. So here's the 1-2 pitch. Altuve pops this one. This one is going to go out of the ballpark, and it is gone. So Altuve got the breaking ball to break, and he hits a home run, deposits it into the left field seats. We're all even at 1. Schmidt a little disgusted. Just keep your head in there. That's just part of the game. Remember, that's a good hitter's part. He hit it to the best part of the ballpark for hitters in that short left field. All right. We're all even. New game, 1-1. Here's Alvarez, and there's a pitch outside. 1-0. Yeah, it was a sweeper that just hung in the plate. And the pitch. Nice. Knuckle curveball, 1-1. Yeah, he just golfed that one. He didn't really tattoo it. He just put the good wood on the ball. The 1-1. Just missed the top of the corner. 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. And the pitch up high for a ball. Yep, so that would have been an out at Yankee Stadium. Only 2 ballparks that ball would have traveled out as Alvarez hits this one. This one's center field deep. Going back is Judge, but he's on the track and he makes he hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark. So he escaped there. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and we're all even at 1. So that ball from Altuve would have went out only at Fenway and here in Minute Maid Park. But you can't apologize when they hit home runs, especially when the Yankees hit home runs in Yankee Stadium at the short porch, 314. So it is what it is. Those are dimensions of the games, and that's how it goes. So we go to the 4th inning with a new game, 1-1 here. We're all even at 1. And again, if Altuve with a home run, and of course we got his Donruss baseball card. There it is. Altuve. There we go. All right. We're waiting for the innings to change here. I know, yes, last night there was the UFC from Atlantic City. Our friend of the program, Aaron Blanchfield, was defeated. A little controversy there with her opponent. Did she tap out and the referee did not see that? Would love to hear when Austin breaks down the UFC where he thought of that decision there on the UFC card in Atlantic City. All right, here we go. We're coming back from the commercial break. All right, France to Rizzo, swing and a miss right through it, 0-1. So we begin the top of the 4th inning. Rizzo 0-1, struck out victim. France steals as he fouls it, 0-2. So we have an 0-2 count here. All right. France checking the deal. And el lanzamiento. And this is a base hit down the right field line. It hits off the wall. Let's see if he goes for 2. He's going for 2. The throw, the slide, and he is safe. Not in time. Rizzo at second. Ow, that hurt it. Good swing and good base running, good hustle from Rizzo. He got a ball up high and he pulled it. He was quick trigger. Love it. And it ricocheted off the wall right to the right fielder Tucker. Tucker turned around and fired. The play was executed. The throw was a little off. A better throw would have got him. Here's Stanton. The pitch. Stanton swing and a miss. Got him with a cutter away. Got to be careful with that cutter up and away. Stanton will lace it. Yeah, he was safe all the way. Absolutely. All right. 0-1 to Giancarlo Stanton. France steals the pitch. Outside for a ball. Una bola, un strike. All right. Estamos en la primera del cuarto. Empate 1-1. Yankees y los Astros de Houston. Una bola, un strike. Y France se mira el lanzamiento. The pitch. There's a strike. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfielder is straight away here. And the 1-2. The check swing. Did he go? He said he did. Oof. Wow. They say the bat came around. He looked like he ducked for his life, but wow. No, he did offer that. Yeah. He couldn't hold up. Okay. Seeing the replay, I could give it where Phil Cuzzy called that a strike. 1 out, runner at second. Here's Verdugo. Big at bat here for Verdugo here. Let's see. He did his job last time up. He hit the ball hard and got the sacrifice or the runner over on a productive out. He takes a call strike. Yeah, he did swing at that. The pitch. Down low. Good block by Diaz there. Keeps the count 1 ball, 1 strike. It also keeps the runner at second. All right, France looking at the sign. And the pitch. This one popped up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to count here. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with that good curveball. So he's getting the guys out with the curveball when 2 strikes, the left-handed hitters at least, with that sharp curveball. From that 12 to 6 action on that curveball is fooling the left-handed hitters. 2 away now, and now here's Birdie. Now could Birdie come up big for the Yankees here? He had a chance last time. The pitch. This one is hit to the air to the right field. It's going to dunk in for a base hit. Let's see if they send Rizzo. Rizzo running. Rizzo goes, and he scores standing up. RBI for Birdie. So his first RBI, and the Yankees take a 2-1 lead. Now, with 2 outs, that's what they tell you. If you have your little leaguers, your inspiring little leaguers, or if you have your kids, you show this video to them. When anything 2 outs, anything hit on the crack of the bat, you're running full speed because, of course, a dunker, look out, and Rizzo, not fleet of foot, was able to score on that play. Here's Trevino. Trevino, throw over to first, and he's back, Birdie. Now, with the Yankees, I don't know how many stolen bases Birdie had last season. I'll look that up for next game. For Birdie, if he comes with speed, 41 stolen bases, there it is. In 2022, led the major. So there is speed in Birdie. All right. And the pitch. And Trevino in on his hands. This one is going shallow left. Pena there and makes the play. But the Yankees take the lead. 1 run on 2 hits. No errors. That even man on base. 2-1. They give Schmidt that 1-run lead back. As we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 2-1 Yankees. For the Astros will be Tucker, Bregman, Diaz, and if anyone should reach, Singleton. All right, good job there for Birdie. I mean, hey, you didn't come up last time up at plate. You had a chance to manufacture a run, but you come up with a clutch 2-out single. We'll take it. We'll take it. Again, it's not how hard you hit it; it's where you place it. And I was just right there, a dunker right in. I mean, sometimes the most loudest outs, and sometimes the softest hits. I mean, that's baseball, Susan. All right, we're waiting for them to come back here so we could start the bottom of the fourth inning. Let's see how the Mets are doing here. Mets still trail 2-1. Top of the fifth inning. Top of the fifth, 2-1. I bet those fans in City Field are getting a little anxious and anxious. 0-2, staring at 0-3, 2-1. I mean, man. Oh man, our friend, our twin fan, they're boy, your twins are taking it on the chin. 9-0, the Kansas City Royals on the Twins. All right, and if Tampa trailing, they're gonna lose. They look like they might lose that series to the Blue Jays, 7-1. All right, here we go. That's a nice scene, father and son. Nice. Uh, Here we go. Schmidt against Tucker. The pitch. Backdoor breaking ball. Misses outside. Didn't miss by much. 1-0. Oof. That didn't miss by much, ladies and gentlemen. Schmidt ready to deal the 1-0. The pitch. There's a call strike. Same location. I don't see what happened there. Same pitch, same location. I don't know why he didn't. He should be up 0-2, and it changes the whole dynamic of the at bat. But it's 1 ball, 1 strike here, and the pitch. And this one is laced the opposite way off the reach of Birdie. So Tucker just put bat on ball and just got it on the outreach arms of the third baseman, Birdie. He's on with a single. Now with one on, leadoff man on, here's Bregman. And just out of the outreach of Birdie as they show the replay. Here we go. And the pitch. There's a strike. And the pitch. This one's in the air, the center field. Judge drifting back. No, it actually was Soto. So the camera angle fooled me, and it was Soto who makes the catch. 1 out. And Soto covered a lot of ground. Wow. Yeah. Good job there by Soto covering a lot of ground. And Clark Schmidt appreciates that. So with 1 out now, we'll bring up Yan Diaz. And the pitch to Diaz, and he fouls it off his foot. 0-1. Diaz singled his last time up in the second inning. Here's the pitch, the 0-1. Inside, 1-1. And the one pitch. 1-1. Grounded. This should be 2. 5, 4, 3. Double play. Beautiful. Pitcher's best friend. Birdie comes up with that nice. And what a pivot by Torres. So no runs, 1 hit, no error, no man left on base. The Yankees with a 1-run lead. As we go to the 5th inning, baby. Let's go. As Diaz looked like he might have come up a little bit. Wait a minute. We got a challenge. Hold on. Houston is challenging. Don't go anywhere. We got a challenge here. Houston is challenging the play. All right, so the inning is not over yet. We forget about the replay, the wet blanket that's called replay. Although we can't be hypocritical because it helped the Yankees as well on that stolen base. So replay is there for a reason. Yankees got a call overturned on a stolen base for Pena that was reversed to called out, and now they're trying to recall challenging a play on a double play. And it looks like, you know what? He's safe. So this is going to be overturned, guys. It will be overturned, and it will be a safe call. So we'll have runner on first with 2 outs now. So he'll reach on a fielder's choice 5-4, as Tucker will be erased off the base pads. So we're waiting here for the final result from the umpire from the replay. Wow, this one should be a no-doubter. Now, they need inconclusive evidence to overturn it. Yeah, the ticker's going bananas. It's none of those things happen there. All right, both players. The Yankees defense is on the outfield line. Let's see. Here's the call. No, they kept the call. Wow, they kept the call on the field. So 5-4. So it does stay as a 5-4-3 double play, fellas. I thought they were gonna change that. Wow, that's a close play. The Yankees get a break here. Hey, we gotta call it as it is. We get upset when we don't get those calls. We caught a break there. 5-4-3 double play. We go to the 5th inning. We'll take it. Wow. Christian Strong, what do you thought there? I don't know if you're still with us here watching along. Christian, what do you think? You think he was safe? I'm pretty sure you must be thinking he was safe. I as a Yankee fan, think he was safe. But hey, I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain or give anything back. How many times we've been pulled off or the rug underneath us? Wow. All right. Look at Casamigos becoming a sponsor. All right, we're waiting for the change of innings. That's why we have a little bit of a silence. Oh man, the deficit became now 2 against the Mets. Mets now trail 3-1. Top of the 5th inning. All right. Here's the first pitch down low for a ball to Cabrera. 1-0. So it'll be 9-1-2 for the Yankees will be Cabrera, Torres, and Soto. And the pitch. There's a strike. 1-1 now. The count is even. 1-1 strike. Cabrera hit it hard, but lined out to the second baseman. To the center fielder in the second inning. That's what I meant. The 1-1. 2-1. And the pitch. Down low. 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike. The 3-1. Outside for a walk. A leadoff walk for Oswaldo Cabrera. That on-base percentage for Cabrera continues to escalate. And the pitch. This one is popped up. Torres, first pitch, and it's sky infield. Singleton is there. No, and that's one dropped. They get the force at second, and you cannot get upset with Cabrera because that was an automatic out there. You had no idea that they were going to misplay this. Singleton misses. Cabrera overran it, and he let it drop. So he was forced out by Altuve, and Torres will take first. Now, I don't know what's the official score. Would they call that an error? But he overran it. I believe that's going to be a clean hit. Here's Soto. And the pitch. Curveball down low. 1-0. The 1-0. Down low. 2-0. We get 2 Soto shuffles back to back. 2-0. 2 bolas, 0 strike. Estamos en la primera del quinto. 2-1 va ganando los Yankees. En el lanzamiento. Swing and a miss. 2 bolas, 1 strike para el dominicano Juan Soto. Two balls, 1 strike to Soto. The pitch inside, 3-1. Get another Soto shuffle. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. This one grounded. There's a base hit to the left side. Let's see if he goes to third. Torres is going to third. And, of course, good move there. First and third. With 1 man out. Good job there. So the gamble for Houston, if they wanted to change base runners, you got the more quicker Torres there. And he goes from first to third as Soto just hits a ball on the opposite side of the infield where there is no hitters. So good job on Soto going the opposite way and Torres recognizing and going first to third. So first and third with 1 out. Yankees have a chance here to add some more runs now with Aaron Judge now. Judge is 0 for 2. Pop up, lined out. Remember last time he hit the ball very hard right to Altuve, a line drive shot. So hopefully he's seeing the ball better when he can hit anything with some authority. All right, here we go. France deals the pitch to Judge, gets the call strike, 0-1. If you're wondering, France have 77 pitches here. Pitch count is good. He probably could give the Astros a couple inning or two. And the 0-1 pitch, there's a ball. It's one ball, one strike. The count is even now. Rizzo's on deck. He's 1 for 2.
What's up, Kev?
Good afternoon. The pitch. And there's a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again, Judge, got to be patient here. Although I said it before, I was very encouraged with his swing against last time up when he hit the ball sharply to Altuve. He can manufacture a run here. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This one is hit in the air to center field. This should get a run in. Back. Myers makes the play. Torres tags the play, and he will score easily. Sacrifice fly. That's what you need to do with big man. The Yankees now have a 2-run lead now. All right. Good job there. Clark Schmidt looking pretty sharp. Impressive so far.
What happened with Volpe?
He has diarrhea. I mean, stomach virus.
Oh, okay, I can deal with that. Cause I know they scratched him from the lineup and tell me everything.
Everyone, was it Brian Hockey? And here's the pitch from. There's a call strike to Rizzo. Brian Hockey, who the beat reporter, he said he's been dealing with a stomach flu, and the Yankees from when they came back from Mexico, like a few players been having some stomach issues, so he woke up with a stomach ache, so he couldn't play, dehydration and all that stuff. And the pitch. Down low, 1 ball, and it's funny because if you see him on Twitter, he's sitting in the press box. The beat reporter with a big bottle of Pepto Bismol posing, and it is what it is. I mean, talk about when it comes crashing down and it hurts inside. I woke up with a migraine headache, man. That's why I got the sunglasses on, and I wasn't gonna do the stream, and I'm powering it through. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2-1. Yes, manufacturing the runs, classic bombers. Yes, the Joe Torre bombers, the bombers that we love and we adore. Those dynasties before they became the mashers. That's what they were. Here's the pitch. Runner goes, hit and run. Ground ball though to Altuve makes the play. But I like the aggressiveness there on that hit and run there. But 1 run, couple hits. They leave a man on halfway through. We're up. Chris, I'm going to step real quick. Please, I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds.
You good? What's up, Chad? How y'all doing? Y'all enjoying the game? Let me see some of these comments. Oh, what's up, Desmond? What's up, Mike? Christian, Brandon, trying to see what's it say. Baseball King, what's up? Yeah, Desmond. This is old school Yankee. I mean, we didn't really have too many home runs like talk about. Salute to Chef Dan. Oh man. So how y'all enjoying y'all Easter? Are y'all barbecuing? Are y'all balling seafood? Usually in the South we ball a lot of seafood during Easter time.
All right, I'm back. Desmond, that's Chris. Chef Dan, Chef Dan's a Met fan. He will be on with the with not a Yankee fan, so he'll probably join us one of these days. Oh, we got a
So
fish fry in Ohio. Nice. We got
so
leg
so
and leg.
Kev,
Yes.
does this make sense? So okay, I can watch the game on MLB innings, but I can't watch the game on the network itself.
What do you mean, the Yes Network?
No, the MLB TV network.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make no sense.
I don't. I'm watching an MLB extra innings.
That's what I'm saying. Like I can see it on extra innings, but the TV itself it says it's blackout.
Oh, I mean because it. Hmm. Somebody close to your area is playing because it's Astros. Because it's the
Yeah,
Astros. You're close to it. That's why. Yeah, yeah.
they gotta change that, bro. That doesn't make no sense.
And here's the pitch. Call for a strike. 0-1. Yeah, so Desmond's got a fish fry in Ohio. We got leg of lamb and turkey here, which is
Well, I
and
was
the
telling him
pitch. There's a
Louisiana,
ball. Mm-hmm.
during Easter time we bought seafood.
1-1. Ooh, a nice seafood boil. Is that what's on the menu tonight?
Oh, not for me.
Okay.
I mean, I wish I could, but I got other.
Popped up. Foul. 1-2. All right, 1-2 strikes here. Grounded. Another foul. 1-2.
So
Now
a
this.
little
Mm-hmm.
birdie just hit a home run, huh?
Tuve?
Nah, the birdie dude.
No,
Everybody
he did.
says,
No, he got an RBI.
oh, well, people made it seem like he hit a bomb on
No,
Twitter.
strike 3. Got him. That is the 5th Clark Schmidt strikeout this afternoon. No, he Birdie first time up. He had a runner at third with one out and struck out. It's like and then he had a chance to get a foul ball and missed it. But then he came up with a big 2-out single, a bloop single, but it's still a 2-out hit and got the RBI. And here's Chad McCormick. Not bad. I didn't know he has speed.
Okay.
And here's the pitch. Inside. He led the major leagues in 2022 with 43 stolen bases. So he has speed. I didn't know that aspect of this game, Chris. So the more I hear that, I'm getting more lukewarm of excited for this kid. Even if he comes off the bench with a glove with the speed, swing and a miss. 2-1 now. If you got Grisham and Birdie coming off the bench with speed, I'd like it because they could play positions in the infield as defensive replacement. I'm nice move. Swing and a miss. 2-2 strikes.
How's Cabrera looking at short?
No problem. No problem.
Okay.
No, he's comfortable. 2-2. Check swing. Did he go? He did not go. The count runs full. 3-2. And Clark Schmidt. I mean, that's curveball sharp, although he's putting more emphasis after Altuve took him deep. He didn't have enough bite on that breaking ball, and he knows that. So he saw that extra bite on it. Now, 3-2 strikes. As Clark Schmidt ready to deal the pitch. Grounded. Right to shortstop. Cabrera fields throws, and in time. 2 away. Bases empty. That is, if you're wondering, that is 62nd pitch here for Clark Schmidt. So pitch count wise, he is in good shape. And he's 1 out away to completing 5 strong innings with 62 pitches. So boy, that the Yankees really needed that there. Here's Pena. Pena, who's 1-for-1 against Schmidt. 2 outs, bases empty. Yankees up 3-1 here. Bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch inside, and it's called for a ball. 1-0. I was saying earlier, I'll finish this when we go in between the innings. And the 1-0. This one's grounded. Foul. It evens the count. 1-1 strike. We got bullpen action as Travis Scott. warming up. I know it's not Travis. I'm being facetious. It's Scott warming up for Houston in the bullpen. It's Trevor Scott, but I wanted to say Travis. I just wanted to be a clown. Hopefully, I'm feeling a little better. And the 1-1 inside, 2-1. Two balls and one strike to count here. Base is empty with two outs. The pitch. Oh, beautiful backdoor sweeper. Evens the count. Two balls, two strikes. Here goes a two-strike whistle. Let's go. Now, this week is supposed to be a free Major League Baseball week. If you have, they supposed to show you and the 2-2. This one is lined the opposite direction. Soto in front of Soto. That's a base hit, a two-out single for Pena. Now, if you have any type of cable, you're supposed to get MLB extra innings for a week, unless if it's on the apps, like that MO, like the Friday night wasn't gonna be on that. It wasn't free. That one you had to be. That was the only one that was blacked out for the MLB free week. All right, now here's Myers. Now Pena got caught stealing last time. Here's the pitch. Ground first ball swinging right to Torres. It goes the short way to Cabrera, and that will do it. So 4-6, no runs, one hit, no errors, and we go to the top of the sixth inning. Yankees up on top, 3-1. All right, Chris. What I was gonna say earlier. Can you imagine a week from now, night one of WrestleMania already occur? We're getting geared up and ready for night number two, the big showdown between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Would it be a no bloodline member barred from ringside, or would it be bloodline rules? Wow, just think about that. That's gonna be awesome. The the brother versus brother, Jimmy versus Jay Uso. I mean, I cannot wait. No yeets or yeets.
Might have
Mm.
Damien cashing in that on night two.
Possible cash in on Drew McIntyre or Seth
Mm-hmm.
freaking Rollins. The surprise of Maxwell Jacob Freeman making his WWE debut. Oh my goodness, just think about that.
I'll say this: if he don't come out from WrestleMania, he's definitely coming out on that Raw.
Yeah, that too. I mean, that'd be a bigger moment too because everybody want. Yeah, you never. Yeah,
Be a nice hill for Cody to go after. After he loses to Roman.
yeah. You know what? I, this is us talking here because we're in between innings. What if The Rock says he's the head of the board, making decision? He pays a ransom, a lot of money for Maxwell to come out. Let's say that they lose the tag team title, they lose the tag team match night one. No bloodline members, but Max isn't a bloodline member, and he says, you know what? I got paid a lot of money by Big Old Dwayne. I can hear him cutting a promo and he screws Cody Rhodes in his opening feud at WrestleMania. No one expects that. Nobody
No.
expects that. I mean, come on. WWE, I want to be a writer. I want to be a creative, please. All right. Yamamoto pitched 5 innings, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, 5 strikeouts against the Cardinals, though. Come on. And here's Stanton with a ball outside, 1-0. Stanton, 1 for 2, had a double and a strikeout, but he came around and scored on a run and he fouls it. That double was very impressive from Stanton. And the pitch just missed, 2-1. And France ready to deal the 2-1 pitch. There's a strike 2-2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Giancarlo Stanton. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Yankees have a 3-1 lead here. Yankees trying to complete a 4-game sweep of the Astros and open the season 4-0. The 2-2. Grounded. Altuve should have it. Fields throws in time for the first out. Now, this is 89 pitches for France. I could see maybe another inning before they go to the bullpen there. One out will bring up Alex Verdugo. Verdugo against France. There's a backdoor curveball for a ball. 1-0. I'll tell you one thing, France, he's been having a good sharping break, 12-6 on that breaking ball to the left-handed hitters. The 1-0. Grounded and foul. Chris, you are watching the game though, right? Are you able to see it? Chris, do you watch? Are you able to watch the game or no?
From the thing, that's it. Like I can't actually watch the game.
Oh, the pitch. But you, I was gonna say use your computer, but I don't think you have to see it on MLB TV. It's
No, I'm saying I could watch it on extra innings. But,
oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
So you are watching it
Visually. It's just
okay.
not it's just showing me 3 other games with it.
Oh, no, that's yeah, like red zone, 3-1. I don't like that. I don't even like for NFL red zone. I find it so distracting. So many.
So I gotta remember when we played the Rangers, the Astros, probably the Rays. I'm trying to think who else.
The pitch. This one has popped up.
Probably the Marlins. I can't watch those games, I guess, because
Florida market. But you're not considered to be in a Florida market as he flies to right field. That's weird.
But they probably think I'm too close.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, okay. I know me. I'm in Orlando. I can't get Yankee broadcast when they play the Rays and the Marlins. No, I can get Yankee broadcast. Here comes a pitching change. So JP France, 94 pitches. He leaves here where it was team down 3-1, and we're going to have Scott come in for the Astros. Pitching change here with 2 outs. Now, this is another one. Your bullpen stink, have been terrible. Why not let the kid finish the damn game and give him the 7th inning? You get less. You're asking your bullpen to get 1 less out in a change of inning. Again, this is this type of baseball idiocy with their managerial. I mean, you got Stanton, Verdugo. I mean, why not just let him get 1 more out? It's Verdi. Verdi hasn't been. He doesn't have a reputation to be a home run hitter or anything like that. I don't get it, Chris. I don't get this new way of thinking.
Well, he's from Boone's staff, so he learned from Boone.
And you know what's killing me though? Sometimes I'm not saying they're gonna do it here. Sometimes he'll get that 1 out in Birdie, and they'll come up with a new pitcher in the 7th. So you just burned 3 pitchers. 1 guy, 1 out. Like,
yeah, that just don't make sense.
It don't make sense either. And then they wonder why the bullpens, it is what it is. I mean, it's not our team, so it is what it is. Wow, Toronto up 9-1 now on Tampa. They were up 10-0, but I guess they took that run off the board. It's 9-1. 10-0 Kansas City over Minnesota. Ugh. Anaheim up 4-1 on Baltimore.
Texas losing by 3.
5, yeah. The Cubs trying to avoid a sweep, up 5-2. White Sox trail Detroit 2-1 in a cold Chicago, south side of Chicago there. Oh, the Milwaukee Brewers, not Braves, Brewers up 4-1 on the Mets. The Mets look like they're going to go 0-3. All right, here we go. Scott versus Birdie, and there's a pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. So it's Taylor Scott, not Travis. I was making fun of that. The pitch from Scott to Birdie, and he fouls it. Looked like he had a good hack there, but it just went foul out of play. Mr. Logan, how good to see you again. Happy baseball season, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's treating you good. Great to see you here on the stream. As he fouls it, they think they can win this game, so they're trying to solve it to look like to me. Yeah. I mean, they don't listen. They don't want to get swept, Desmond. I don't want to get swept if I'm the Astros. Start up 0-4, and you got a new manager, even though he was the bench coach. As up and in 2-2. So there's a lot riding there. Two. Foul. Got a piece of that one. Still 2-2. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. It's been a long time. Yes. Yes, indeed. 2-2 to count here. The pitch. Check swing. No, he did not go. 2-2. Clark Schmidt looked like he's ready to go back on that mound. I like that. He's eager. He's like, yeah, I'm ready to go, man. He's the 3-2. Call strike 3. So 1-2-3 inning. Scott comes in to get the final out. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th innings. The Yankees up 3-1. The Knicks will be playing tonight, and we'll be back on. Chef Dan, myself. Hopefully, I feel good to call it. Right now, I'm feeling all right. Medicine probably hitting, feeling a little okay. Boy, sports radio is going to go bonkers 2 different ways, 2 different extremes. If the Yankees pull off and win here and the Mets lose, oh my God, the stream of both fan bases in New York sports radio will go crazy.
Man, get it here. Oh snap! I forgot all about that.
What happened?
You already put it in?
Oh, I'm going to put you on mute for
Be
1
honest with you, it
second.
wasn't really that.
All right. Met fans will lose their mind. Yes, the Met fans will lose their mind a bit due to the fact that 0-3, although they expected the worst with this team, but I thought that Reese, their Hopkins type of thing will get them going, getting a little flyer there. I know they try to come back yesterday's game, but here you're down 4-1 in the 7th inning at home. I feel for the Metsies. Let me see if I get on. All right. Chris, I unmuted you for a minute. All right. We're about to start the bottom of the 6th inning for the Astros. It's going to be Altuve, Alvarez, and Tucker. Top of the lineup here. Let's see how quickly Clark Schmidt could deal here. He's given up 1 run on 5 hits. He got 5 strikeouts, too. So very impressive there for Clark Schmidt. Altuve, who homered him off of Clark Schmidt. And the pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Remember, this is the 3rd time they're going to see him. Last year, he had a little bit of issues facing a batting order 3 times in a row. This is how you know a maturity of a pitcher. The pitch up high, 2-0. I don't like he's leaving a couple pitches high. I need him to keep the ball down. But although Altuve went and golfed one and deposited in left field, but that's the ballpark. The 2-0. This one is another roper, and this one's going down the left field line into the corner. Altuve now, and he's going to start off with a double on Schmidt. How much is Aaron Boone's anus starting to itch for making a pitching change? A leadoff double here. Oh, Tuve's just seen Clark Schmidt good all afternoon. And again, another ball that's a little too high to my liking. And the breaking ball is not breaking for Altuve for when he throws it against Altuve. Altuve is being opportunistic and depositing it, pulling it. Runner at second now. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez swinging and foul out of play. 0-1. Now Loizica starting to warm up in the Yankee bullpen for the Yankees. But Clark Schmidt, pitch-wise, in good shape. 72 pitches here. And the pitch. Backdoor outside sweeper misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And I love that they got Girardi speaking on this on the pitch. Alvarez pops this one in left field. High fly ball into that corner. Verdugo makes the play, tagging Altuve. No, but he bluffs. So good job on Verdugo getting in position and preventing Altuve to get to third. So 1 out, runner on second. We'll bring up Tucker. Tucker versus Schmidt. Tucker's 1 for 2. Grounded. Ah, it's a base hit down the left field line. It hits the wall. Altuve will score. In the corner. And an RBI double. So just like that, Houston trails by 1. Well, another ball that really wasn't hit hard on Clark Schmidt. But the ball is a little elevated though, not breaking. The ball staying a little elevated there. Tucker got a good part of the bat on it and got a good bounce down the first base line. Home, of course, just missed it for going foul. All right, so Loizica warming up as Rizzo of Mount Visit here. Rizzo will have a conversation with Schmidt. 75 pitches for Clark Schmidt. I kind of want him, if they're going to pull him, I would like him to finish this inning. Hopefully we can see what happens here. But knowing the way the Yankees manage here, or the way they do it, Clark Schmidt will get this out with 2 outs now. We get a strikeout, and then they'll pull him for a reliever and instead of just letting him finish the inning. But that's how the break goes. Here's Bregman, a very dangerous hitter. Of course, it's the heart of the lineup. They're in the heart of the lineup. They're 0-3. They're going to try to put their best forward. Here comes Buffoon. Ah, damn it. And this call to the bullpen.
¡Ay! Lamentablemente fue eliminado. ¡Qué pena! Fue eliminado el participante.
Palpita.
¡Ay! Lamentablemente fue eliminado. ¡Qué pena!
So Chacal has come out to pull the pitcher. 75 pitches, Chris. I don't think that was a little premature, but it is what it is. All right. So Clark Schmidt, 5 1/3 innings pitch, 2 runs, 7 hits. He's responsible for the runner at second, but so it is Jonathan Loizica will come out here. Loizica, we saw him pitch 2 wonderful innings last game 1, and of course we saw Ian Hamilton give the same result for the Yankees yesterday's game. Let's see how he will come out here, Loizica, for the Yankees. All right, we're waiting for them to come back here. All right. Loizaga will be the arm out of the bullpen. Good to see him back. If he's healthy, boy, he can help the Yankees mightily. Against Bregman. And the pitch. Outside corner for a strike. He's ahead of the count. 0-1. So, again, 75 pitches, 5 strikeouts, 2 runs, 5 hits. Although he is responsible for the run at second. And the pitch. This one's popped up behind home plate, and it will reach the seats. But it's 0-2 now. And the 0-2. Loizaga checks the runner. The pitch. This one grounded. Sharply right to Rizzo. Backhands it. Fields gets it. Unassisted. So moving to third will be Tucker now. Scoring tying run 90 feet away now with 2 outs now with a hot Yan Diaz. So good job there by Rizzo defensively. All right, now, big spot here. Diaz versus Loizaga. Diaz has been one of their early part of the season hot hitters for the Astros. All right, here we go. Loizaga versus Diaz. Loizaga checks the runner, ready to deal. The pitch. There's a call strike. Tying run at third. Big part here. The 0-1. Grounded, and there's a base hit. One of their hottest hitters come through with a big 2-out single. We're all even now. This is something where, again, you should have left Clark Schmidt. Loizaga should have pitched the 7th or walked Diaz. Classic second guessing. This manager, again, does not improve from year to year. I says, what are you complaining? The Yankees are 3-0. Yes, they're 3-0, but again, you can't continue to do these type of managerial. It's going to come back to bite you in the butt. And Clark Schmidt gets a no decision. He pitched extremely well, and he did not deserve a no decision. Now here's Singleton, especially with Singleton. Singleton hits this one, and not for nothing, he hits it the opposite way, and there's a base hit. So again, sometimes you want to be cute with your decision makings, cost it. Now back-to-back singles with Loizaga. You should have left Clark Schmidt. He only has 75 pitches. So what was the purpose of him working all year last year, learning on the fly, and then when you had an opportunity here to go up against the Astros, and you were keeping them off balance, you bring in a Loizaga in and with runners. Again, classic second guessing. Classic second guessing here for Boone. This is why he worries me as a manager. There was no need for Clark Schmidt to be pulled here. Now here comes Mike Blake. No need to Clark Schmidt, 75 pitches. No need. Now, if that was Clark Schmidt getting hit there, then I could see that there. Okay, tie game, Clark Schmidt pull him out, but no. Classic overmanaging for Aaron Boone. And I like that Girardi said it on the broadcast. You should have walked Diaz. But though, here's Singleton, who just hit a single on the opposite direction. So it would have been tied, but you have your chances against Singleton rather than Diaz. Here's McCormick. Go ahead, run for the Astros. Remember, the Astros are desperate here. They're 0-3. They're 0-3, looking to get swept at home, embarrassed. They want to put on a good display. Here's the pitch. Down low. And the Yankees been outplaying them all this game here. Game number 4, Yankees have been outplaying them. One and 0. Grounded to short. Fields throws and safe. Not in time. Now this is where Anthony Volpe's missing at short, although Cabrera came in, but he just didn't have enough on that throw on a slow roller. McCormick running it out. So things are a little bit unraveling for the Yankees here. Bases loaded now. He had a little bit of hard time getting it out. He double clutch on the run. Bases loaded now here with Pena now. Dangerous Pena, where Loizica, I mean, again, Clark Schmidt was cruising. He had a little bit of a hiccup. I mean, that's baseball. Teams tend to get to do a little bit of rally, but he had enough to neutralize things. All you had to do, swing and a miss to Pena. 0-1. All you had to do was send Matt Blake to make him adjust. All he was doing is keeping the breaking ball a little too high, making some adjustment, call something else. Again, the Yankees with that damn breaking ball, with their philosophy, gets beat. I could go on a rant about that for a while. Here's the pitch. Down low, 1-1. And then they wonder why Jordan Montgomery didn't want to sign here. Because, of course, he didn't want to throw the breaking ball. He wants to throw the fastball. But they're in love with this breaking ball that they get hurt. I mean, look, we lost a series because of the breaking ball. Told Chapman to throw a breaking ball at Tuve, deposited. Here's the 1-1. They don't learn. Grounded slowly. Now here's a flip to Loizica, and the play just got him. But, however, the Astros tie the game up with 2 runs. They leave the bases loaded, a couple hits, and they leave the bases loaded. But we're all even. A new game, all even at 3. We'll go to the 7th inning. Now, I did not like the execution of the managerial, the way they did that there, and the pitch selection. I don't like the pitch selection. Why are you throwing? Didn't they see that in game number 3 of the '96 World Series, Wallers decides to throw a breaking ball to Lyrics, and it got deposited. The breaking ball that pitch is great at times, but it will let you down. Let's go. Ooh, Texas tied the Cubs 5-5. Oof. The defending world champions trying to come back here and sweep. Phillies up 5-4.
I was about to say Chapman looked good in the 8th and then struck out all 3 batters.
For where is
Pirates? He struck out Tim Anderson, Chisholm, and somebody else.
Wow, he's not closing.
No.
Interesting. Oh, is that Bednar, the closer?
Yeah.
Wow. Pittsburgh, if they could get some winning, they've got a bullpen that, I mean, could actually contend in that Central. I mean, if the pitching could keep the game close and their hitting could come up and take leads, they go into the middle, they go into the 8th inning with a lead, they have a chance to win a lot of games. Interesting with the Pirates.
Or, Chapman keeps pitching good, they could trade him.
I didn't know that Boone played for the Astros. All right. Trevino, there's a strike against Trevor Scott. I know, it's Travis. I know. The pitch. One ball, one strike. So for the Yankees, it'll be Trevino, Cabrera, and Torres. And Soto will be the cleanup if anyone should reach. 1-for-1 for Trevino. The pitch. Down low. Why is the ticker be doing some crazy stuff at times? It says the Yankees, it's all even at 3-3, ladies and gentlemen. And the pitch. In there for a call strike. Ooh, that was not a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bullpen action as Abreu warming up again. He got toast last night. The 2-2. Outside. The count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. To the leadoff hitter, Trevino.
Abreu is the man.
The pitch. There's call strike 3 as Trevino thought it was a walk, but it hit the upper corner. One
So you got to
away.
swing the bat. You got to swing the bat.
You got to protect the strike zone there.
No, I'm saying he complaining that because that is a strike, but
No,
you
that's what I'm saying.
complaining like swing the bat. He wasn't gonna give you that.
Cabrera fouls it off. 0-1. Yeah, he had to at least foul it off and spoil that pitch, not take it.
Yeah, like what? Like how you gonna complain? Oh man, that wasn't. No, it was a strike.
And
Come
the
on,
pitch.
Cabrera.
There's a strike. 0-2.
Man, the ticker is like stupid fast.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. He goes down on 3 straight pitches. So Scott settling down. See, this is the type of move that he's back-to-back outs, strikeouts is when the manager comes and pulls. And that's the same thing the Yankees do, the same thing, but they're leaving Scott in here with the bases empty against Torres. Now, Torres reached, they're going to go to the bullpen against Soto. Outside for a ball, 1-0. I'm going for a prediction. Torres hits a homer here, a solo shot. The pitch, swing and a miss, 1-1. Hader starting to do his moves, is starting to get it loose. The pitch, outside, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls, 1 strike. Foul out of play, evens the count to Gleyber Torres. The 2-2. Inside, the count runs full, 3-2. The pitch, up high for a ball. So I'll take the walk. I wanted the homer, but I'll take the base on ball. Now we'll bring Soto, and I'm pretty sure they'll go to the bullpen here. We'll see.
I think Soto hits a 2-run bomb. Should have said they switched the pitcher.
Here it comes. Here comes Abreu versus Soto as we get a pitching change. So one of their best versus the Yankees' best right now.
That's my prediction. I think Soto's gonna hit a 2-run bomb. If Soto does that, Gail, I don't think Loizaga needs to come back out.
He does or doesn't?
No, he doesn't. I mean, the way he barely got out of there.
All right, that was so typical Boone stupidity.
Yeah.
75 pitches. You know what? If it was Clark Schmidt afterwards and those results happened, I can't complain because he's got to know how to be a pitcher. Seriously, you're and especially here, game number 4, where you're up 3-0, you're about to sweep. I get go for the juggler, yeah, but this is where you could have taken a chance and let Clark Schmidt with 75 pitches learn how to pitch. All you had to do was send Matt Blake out there and tell him, listen, your breaking balls are staying too high in the zone. We're gonna scratch the breaking ball. We're gonna go to the cutter and the fastball, and then keep it down low because your breaking ball is staying up high. There's no break in it. It's flat. No, they go with Loizaga. I mean, it's just, and he kept them all out off balance all afternoon. Not knowing the room, not taking the temperature because he wants to run to the bullpen. Oh, I gotta run to the bullpen. All right, we'll wait for the pitching change here. All right, here's the pitch. Up high, call strike. He gets the high strike. The 0-1. Just missed inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got a little Soto shuffle there. One ball, 1 strike to count. The pitch. Misses 2-1. All right, I'll take that. Just missed that one. This one is in the air as Soto missed that one. He knows it. Golfs this one to left field, and he comes, makes the play, and we go to the 7th inning stretch. So we're all even at 3. All right, we'll get a I'm gonna put the 7th inning stretch real quick. Don't go anywhere. 7th inning stretch. And where is the video for the 7th inning stretch? There we All right, 7th inning stretch is over. Hope you enjoy that. All right, we got Crystal Flash along with me here. So happy Easter, everyone watching along with us. All right. Now, Chris, you with me here? No, Chris has stepped out for a moment. We're gonna have for the Yankees. We'll see if Loizaga comes back out to pitch an extra inning. But for the Astros, they'll have Myers 9-1-2. Myers, Altuve, Alvarez, and Tucker. If anyone should reach with a new game, won't even at 3 in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Yankees have 3 runs on 6 hits. The Astros have 3 runs on 10 hits. France give them a good spirited effort there. 5 2/3 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, earned runs, 1 walk, and 5 strikeouts. And Schmidt 5 1/3 innings with the no decision. So it's Loizica against Myers, swing and a miss as we're off here in the 7th inning. I did, Desmond. You must know me well. I did. That's what exactly what it was. That's why I said, Chris, you were with me. 0-2. So I grabbed a piece there, and it had meat, but it was mostly bone. I was like, oh man, that's what I get for being a swiper, a sneaky holiday leg of lamb. I ended up getting the piece with the bone, but it was delicious. I cannot wait for the stream to be over because it just opened my appetite. Swing and a miss. At down goes Myers, man. You know me, man. Oh, delicious. I mean, you know, Altuve with the solo homer earlier in the 3rd inning. Here we go. Loizica versus Altuve. Loizica checks, ready, deals, swing and a miss. Got him with a sweeper out, a curveball as Altuve chased. Altuve's having a good afternoon, 2 for 3. He's doing as much as he can to help the Astros not fall 0-4. He's 2 for 3 this afternoon. And he homered. So he has a lot to do with the outcome here with this game so far and the pitch. As he fouls that quickly, 0-2. Yes. I'm feeling a little much better. Thank you. I guess talking it out and not sitting there waiting and just like thinking about it and just keeps pounding, having conversation and watching the game. The sunglasses help. That again, I'm not trying to be fashionably cocky. It's just it helps the lights and the computer and the TV as his 0-2 fouls it off. So we have an 0-2 count to Altuve. And the pitch outside just misses outside. He thought you see to expand the zone if Altuve would chase, but he did not chase. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 down low evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So everything is away and away here, Altuve, so far. Keeping the ball away. Down pitch, grounded, and another foul ball. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Yankees do not have an off day. They will go to Arizona tomorrow night in the desert. The 2-2. Just miss up high. Count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Alvarez is on deck. 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. All even at 3-3 on a Easter Sunday. The pitch. Foul. Now, kudos to MLB and NBA not putting the New York Knicks on the afternoon. Usually, Easter afternoon game on ABC. Usually, the Knicks will play, especially at the Garden. Kudos that they're keeping that at night because they get to get the Yankee game. So I'm double dipping here. The 3-2. Ooh, just miss. 1 out walk. So Altuve, for the third time, reaches base here. I hate that graphic, that bullpen budget graphic. I hate it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the buffoon has come out of the bullpen, and he will make a pitching change. This call to the bullpen is brought to you by El Chacal. Here's the call to the bullpen.
¡Ay! Lamentablemente fue eliminado. ¡Qué pena! Fue eliminado el participante. ¡Ay! Lamentablemente fue eliminado. ¡Qué pena!
We'll see. I don't know, to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who's their left-handed out of the bullpen for the Yankees. This is where you're going to need a left-hander, especially with Tucker and Alvarez, the next two left-handed hitters, and then Bregman. We'll see who comes out of the bullpen here for Loizaga. This is where you're going to find out what bullpen the Yankees have. Do you think Boone is getting confidence going to his bullpen early? He knows we suffer because of the pitching last year. That's a good one. At this point, this pitching move, though, Desmond, I'm not going to be upset about. You got a few lefties coming up in the lineup. I got to see. Kudos to, unfortunately for me, and I apologize, not knowing it's going to be Caleb Ferguson. They got to get a pitcher that can get left-hander. If they get a left-hander who can get left-handed hitters out, especially when you got two in a row. This is where you got to earn your money. That's the right move here, to go to a bullpen, especially with the lefty with Alvarez, who's so brutal. Again, so let's see. But it's up to Ferguson now to get these outs, make the right pitches against Alvarez, who's been kind of cold to start the season. I mean, you don't want the big guy getting going, but hey, this is a big spot. Again, this is a huge spot for Houston. They're 0-3. They're on the verge of, right now it's tied, but they could possibly get swept at home to open up the season in front of your home fans. This is a big spot for the Astros and Alvarez. So they go to the lefty Ferguson. So he is strikeout stuff. He got from 60 innings, he's got 70 strikeouts last season, but 23 walks, but he got to throw strikes. So this is a big spot in the game, if you ask me, here in the bottom of the seventh inning. From here on out, it's going to be big, but this is even huge because it's going to dictate the usage of Ferguson now. Ferguson against Alvarez, the pitch. There's a strike right down Broadway with a four-seam fastball, 0-1. So according to splits, he actually hits better off the left-handed hitters, Alvarez, but here's the pitch. There's a strike quickly ahead of the count, 0-2. So with Ferguson encouraging that he's throwing quick strikes, he's ahead of the count. He's not behind the hitters. Altuve could run, but he had the left-hander. The 0-2 pitch. 1 strike, 3, beautiful. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. He got that outside corner. I mean, he just painted that outside corner down and away. Perfect. No doubt about for the umpire to call that. It was executed excellent. I don't know, Alvarez couldn't see it or what the case was. Impressive beginning here. He has one lefty done. Now it's up to Tucker, another tough left-hander. The pitch down in the dirt. There goes Altuve, throws, and that sails, and that's going to go all the way to the center field. Altuve gets up and goes to third. So a stolen base, E2, allows him to go to third. Again, speed. Altuve's doing everything he can to try to help his team take the lead and trying to snap that. I mean, going there on that breaking ball, good, and causing Trevino. Maybe Trevino should have ate that ball there and worked on Tucker. But let's see what happens here now. So they're going to call it a wild pitch and an error. 1-0. Oh, just missed. That was a strike. That was the same place you gave Alvarez the strike call. 2-0, though. 2 balls and no strike. Bregman on deck. The pitch, 3-0. No, he's gonna end up walking the left-hander and go up against Bregman. Bregman, the righty, and there's a 3-batter minimum, so they're not gonna go to the bullpen here. But also Ferguson's gonna have to get right-handers out. But the 3-0, he walked him, not even close. So first and third, that wild pitch and that error man on third kind of disrupted the rhythm there of Ferguson. Now here's Bregman. What's the key thing here against Bregman? Get ahead of the count. Get ahead of the count. Get it ahead of the count as Mac Blake will come out and have a conversation here. Mount Visit. All right. Ferguson looks. The pitch. Grounded. Right to the second baseman. Torres fields, throws across to first in time. So Ferguson gets out of trouble. No runs. 1 hit. They leave 2 men on. And we go to the 8th inning, all even at 3. So good job on Ferguson coming in here for the Yankees. For Loizaga, the right move there. I just would have loved him to get Tucker on that. But, hey, it is. He got out of the inning at the end of the day. That's cool. He got an important right-handed hitter in Bregman out. But he got that pitch to Alvarez on the 0-2 count on the outside corner. That it hit the block. It was right out there on the outside part of the plate. Down and away. Perfect pitch. He got it, executed it. That was the big turning point for the Yankees in that inning that propelled them now to go with the tie into the top of the 8th. So let's go. For the Yankees, who's coming up? It will be the captain, Aaron Judge, Anthony Rizzo, Giancarlo Stanton, and Alex Verdugo if anyone should reach. So the middle of the lineup for the Yankees here, the battery. Let's go. Yes, that was way to get out of there. Absolutely. That was a hell of a play by the Yankees. All right, we got a change of inning. We had Chris the Flash. I think he's in the background, but he's there. All right, here's Judge. Abreu versus Judge. Here we go. The pitch. Down low for a ball. 1-0 as we start the top of the 8th inning. We're all leaving at 3. 3-3 here on an Easter Sunday. Yankees looking to win their 4th straight. Sweep the Astros to start 4-0 in the season. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good old country 4-seam fastball. Got it right by Aaron Judge. 1-1. The pitch. Oh, that was not a strike. Umpire gave him a major favorable pitch there. 1-2. I never seen a hitter get the most egregious calls against than Aaron Judge in baseball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And he's still one of the best hitters in baseball as Judge continues to struggle early part, and they still keep calling some terrible calls against him. I mean, it changes your approach at the plate when umpires are taking away a swing from you, calling these terrible strikes. If it's not too low, everything down low. The guy is 6'8", for Christ's sakes. Those balls are in his ankles. Here's Rizzo. Rizzo fouls it off. 0-1. And I say, well, that's a strike in the letter of the law. Well, when the ball is high on Altuve to his neck, you got to call this a strike because that's the letter of the law. Same thing goes for Judge if you're going to call the ankle strikes to Altuve, the next strike. The 0-1. There's a call strike. 0-2. As Rizzo behind an account 0-2. Now Houston's gonna have an opportunity with their best. They're gonna have this looks like an Abreu, Presley, and Hader type of game here to try to get one to break this and get on the winning column. And the 0-2 just misses outside. You got Birdie warming up, the side armor for the Yankees. Looks like he might get in the game here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rizzo grounds it, base hit up the middle. Good piece of hitting for Rizzo with a 1-out single. That's his second hit for Rizzo this afternoon. Good job on Anthony Rizzo. Runner at first now for Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton doubled in the game in the second inning, his first time up. He's 1 for 3. Power versus power. And the pitch. Down low for a ball. 1-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He was going for the fence there. 1-1. Got fooled. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Oh, come on. Stanton wasn't even competitive on those swings. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Giancarlo Stanton with Verdugo on deck. Rizzo, the runner at first, with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. 3-3 tie. Abreu with the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with the high fastball. Just blew it by him. 2 outs.
Did Giancarlo Stanton just swung like balls all out the zone?
All of them out the zone. Yes, all of them. Every single one of them.
That dude, he gotta chill out, bro.
He went 1 for 4 here. I mean, here's Verdugo. This is a big spot. Breaking ball in there, a strike, a slider to Verdugo. Takes a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Abreu now looks at the runner. The pitch. Inside out, and this one it is base hit. There's a base hit. First and second now with 2 outs. So Verdugo inside outing. What's going on, Charlie? Happy Easter to you. Boy, I'm sorry to hear that your Twins took it on there by the Kansas City Royals. They put on a beat down on you guys. But nice play yesterday's game. How are you, Charlie? Good to see you. So here's John Verdi. He's 1 for 3, RBI single in the 4th. We're all even at 3 here, top of the 8th inning. First and second with 2 outs here. Rizzo, the runner at second. Verdugo, the runner at first. Now you have Volpe on the bench, Grisham on the bench, Jones on the bench with some speed. So they do have speed on the bench here. There you go. Y'all won the series. That's all that matters. Absolutely, absolutely. Take series early here. There you go. Win the series. That's how you stay over 500. The pitch. Foul. 0-1. Now Rizzo is known for taking off at times. One of those not that fast but smart base runner. And the pitch. Right down the heart of Broadway 0-2. That was a good pitch to be putting it in left field. Oh, to pull it down the left field line. That would have been a great pitch for Birdie. 0-2. But Birdie last year hit over 200, 294, close to 300. He has an RBI. Let's go. Let's see. And the pitch. Grounded. Right to Bregman. Cut across. Throws it across and just gets Birdie. So he gets into and out of trouble. No runs. 2 hits. No errors, but they leave 2 men on. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. After the bottom of the 8th inning, we will say goodbye to the scoreboard. So we won't have on a 3-3 score, just so we won't have any surprises there. So we want to keep that. We're going to do the same thing we did with the basketball, since it's ahead of us, and we want to make sure we don't get any spoilers. Ooh, man, I'm looking around the league here. Did the Mets lose there? Did the Mets get swept? I think they did. Let's take a look. Yes, the Mets got swept 4-1. Not a good start for the Metropolitans in Citi Field.
Cincinnati had the walk off.
Ooh, good job on Cincinnati. And of course, Toronto takes the series from the Rays 2-1. Actually, no, 2-2. They actually the series. I didn't know they play a 4-game series. So no, they split that 4-game series 2-2. Okay. Did not know that. Baltimore suffers their first loss of the season to Anaheim, 2-1. Philadelphia gets on the board. Avoid getting swept by of course your rivals and of course the Atlanta Braves. So they salvage the game. They win 5-4. The mighty Dodgers open up the season 3-2. So they're not so looking so hot. On 1 game over 500. San Diego all over San Francisco 5-0. You know, I haven't been following the Red Sox. How have they been? How they opened up so far?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know their record. It's early,
yeah.
but they're tied. Chicago Cubs and the Texas Rangers all even at 5. All right, here we go. So Ferguson is still out there. Ferguson deals, and this one is foul out of play. And Christian is back. Christian, you're back with us. Good job. Hey, we're all even at 3-3. Christian is with us, Astro fan. It's Diaz now. Your Diaz against Ferguson. Diaz had a big hit. The pitch. This one is foul. 0-2 to count. We're all even at 3. Pretty good game here. Going pretty fast. Despite being 2.5 hours, it's going pretty quick with a lot of action, a lot of storylines in these games. I mean, Clark Schmidt, France, the bullpen. Here's the pitch. This one is popped up. High fly ball to right field. Soto going back right before the warning track, and he makes the play. There was plenty of room for the first out. With 1 out now, here's Singleton. This is a spot where you could bring in Abreu for Singleton, but I think they're probably going to give the whole entire day off as Hader warming up for the Astros. Yep, so they will make the move that I call for. If I was a manager, Abreu will hit for Singleton against Ferguson, but then here comes Buffoon to the bullpen. Oh, Christian is going to go to the Toyota Center to see the red hot Houston Rockets, who are just a half game, was a half game and 1 game out of the play-in tournament, but they're coming. They're coming along. They're starting to play well. Good luck there. Enjoy that game, Christian. Enjoy that game. But this call to the bullpen as Boone picks the signal. We'll put the video.
¡Ay! Lamentablemente fue eliminado. ¡Qué pena! Fue eliminado el participante. ¡Ay! Lamentablemente fue eliminado. ¡Qué pena!
Now, why is that horn so loud? Just in case you're falling asleep, it'll wake you up to let you know there's a pitching change. Yes, so Christian is going tonight to the Rockets. Christian, I don't know if you're a wrestling fan, but you have to check out Reality of Wrestling, Booker T's school. You have to go check it out. Go there. If you're underage, tell your parents to take your seat. Wrestling, Booker T School, Reality of Wrestling School, and they are doing some phenomenal wrestling there. You would love it there. We watch it on YouTube, and we keep an eye on that wrestling school. They do some great stuff there in Houston. That was the check-out. If you watch Sábado Gigante, whenever they if you was a bad singer or you had no talent, that was like a whammy. He comes out to pull you because you stink. So we incorporated that here. If you're Latino, an older Latino, you'll know when you see Sábado Gigante, who was a staple in all of Latin family homes for many years. Francisco, that was the it's like a gong, like the Gong Show. You were like in the Apollo when the clown used to come out. When you were terrible in the Apollo, when you used to get bullied, you used to get yanked. Maybe I get the Apollo. Maybe I'll bring the Apollo one too and have a little bit of variation. Maybe I'll work on that on some time. So Nick Birdie, you went to Monday Night Raw. Oh, we covered it here. Oh, you had a blast there. That Monday Night Raw in Houston was phenomenal. Oh, you must have had a good time there. Who's your favorite wrestler, by the way, Christian? Here's Jose Abreu. Are you a Cody fan or you acknowledge him, Roman Reigns? This one is foul out of play. We do cover wrestling here. So we do wrestling here. Tomorrow we'll do the wrestling watch along for Monday Night Raw. If you're able to stay up or your parents let you stay up or if you're not past your bedtime, you could come along. You could join us in the chat for the first hour before bedtime. Definitely we'll have the watch along. And we always try to keep it PG. We've got to make sure we'll continue to keep it PG. He's a Uso. There you go. There's a strike. Jimmy or Jay? Jimmy or Jay? Are you a yeet or no yeet? 0-2 to count. We're yeets here. Yeet. Here's the 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Jimmy Uso, no yeet. No yeet. Oh, there you go. I'm going to put the video and when the inning is over, you're going to love it. Terrence, who imitates Jimmy Uso with the yeet, no yeet. That's cool. That's cool, Christian. All right, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. We get a strikeout. $97 mph. So this kid is coming back from Tommy John, Chris. And if the Yankees got something here, wow. 2 outs. Oh my God. Who's the guys to watch? You got Roman Reigns, who's trying to have a historic run. He already has one, but he's trying to pass or tie Hulk Hogan. Longevity is the most longest reigning champion. Cody Rhodes, the greatest up and coming babyface in wrestling right now. You could go with those. The Bloodline storyline. The Rock is back. If you know Dwayne Johnson, The Rock is back in wrestling, so that he'll be wrestling WrestleMania. Seth Rollins. I mean, and the pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2.
And if you like AEW, the only person I tell you probably right now, well, I feel like if you want to follow is Will Hairspray. That's what Kev likes to call him.
Oh, that those 3 letters are like Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno here. And the pitch. This one is hit, line, and Verdugo makes the play, and the inning comes to a conclusion. So the Yankees 3 up and down. We go to the 9th, all even at 3. And like I told Christian, we got the video. We'll put the video right now. Let's put the video. Yeet. And no yeet by our man Terrence. There you go. No yeet. I thought I had the one with Terrence when he did the exact and it's not. I guess I took it off the board for a moment there. All right, that's. But I just bought that there. No yeet. No yeet. Yeet. All right. For in the ninth inning for the Yankees, they will have Trevino, Cabrera, Torres, and Soto if anyone should reach. That's the guy you want. Yeah, The Rock is back. Yes, yes. The Rock is back. I'm watching WrestleMania. Yeah, we're doing the watch along here. We're going to have 3 different YouTube channels collaborating to do the watch along for WrestleMania both nights, night 1, night 2, and NXT Stand and Deliver. So next weekend, we're going to have, if you're a wrestling fan, you're going to have wrestling like, my goodness, like out of the yin yang, out of your ears, because we're going to have Friday Night SmackDown with Gemma and Terrence and the WWE Hall of Fame. You're going to have 11 o'clock in the morning Stand and Deliver for NXT. Night 1 of WrestleMania at 7. And night 2 on the following night. Raw after WrestleMania on Monday night. My goodness. It's going to be a lot of wrestling action. So Jose Abreu will stay at first base. And it's Hader who's actually coming in here in a tie game. And swing and a miss as Trevino 0-1. So Houston wants to try to walk it off here because they're really putting in Hader to keep it at 3. What is your favorite pay-per-view? I mean, it's WrestleMania, the spectacle of all the immortals. You gotta love WrestleMania. I mean, I've been watching it since the very first WrestleMania. I love WrestleMania is the end all be all. 0-2 to count. But if you want to tell me what other ones, it's another one that you enjoy. Here's a pitch up high, 1 and 2. Some Survivor Series. Survivor Series, or some people will say Royal Rumble is another one. That's fun, but I like Survivor Series. I would say you like SummerSlam. The reason why as I didn't like too much, I love SummerSlam. I've been to plenty of SummerSlam. I've been to, from the very first one. And I've been to where Macho Man married Elizabeth and all that stuff. Is that summer to me is like you got to go back to school. When you're a kid and you're a young kid and SummerSlam came around, you knew your summer was over. That's why it's great, it's fun, but damn, it's like damn, school's about to start soon. Here's the 1-2, 2-2. But SummerSlam is a very fun one. I mean, my goodness, some of the legendary matches you have from SummerSlam, Honky Tonk Man losing to the Ultimate Warrior, title versus title, Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels. There's so many for the Intercontinental title. So many good SummerSlam moments. John Cena getting squashed by Brock. 3 balls and 2 strikes. But I always liked the Survivor Series, the 5-on-5. I always am now with War Games. To me, that's a fun time. And the Rumble because you get those surprises. The pitch. Grounded up and hits off of the ankle, and it kicks the throw. And man, Trevino was still caught out. So what a ricochet by speaking of ricochet, look at that. So it goes 1-5, and it hits Hader right in the ankle, and it ricochets right to Bregman. He fields and got him. And got him by a step. So you're 1-5-3. Also to the Holiday Tour in Toyota Center. And I'll tell you one thing. We go to, since we live in Orlando, I live in Orlando and Terrence, we go to NXT. We get to go to NXT on Tuesday nights to the crowd, and we get to go. Hater's fine.
I think if Austin Wells would have did that, he would have made it.
You're probably correct. But he's he made contact. That was a sharp hit ball. It's just bad luck. Cabrera, foul. 0-1. Now, one of the hottest hitters to start the season here, the first 3 games against a really good closer, a really good pitcher. This is gonna be fun matchup. The pitch. There's a strike. Your dad don't like NXT? I mean, I get it. Not everybody likes NXT. I'm a big fan of NXT. I go. The guys that's the superstars of tomorrow. The 0-2. Just missed. One ball, two strikes. He, of course, big fan of Braun Breaker. Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes next week and Stand and Deliver. See, he's gonna whoop that trick, or is he gonna be one of those victims for Melo outside 2-2? Does Williams' jersey gets retired by him, Melo, in the rafters? That's gonna be the main event for Stand and Deliver. I can't wait to see that as well. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3 call, hit the outside corner. Good framing job. Cabrera backwards K there. For NXT Women's title, Lyra Valkyria versus Houston's own Roxanne Perez. The Knicks still, they're in the 4th seed, Charlie. They're half a game out of 3rd. If they win tonight, they go back to the 3rd, I believe. There's a ball. Want to know? There's a line in Toyota Center right now. We're actually getting to go in early because of the sky. Oh man, look at that! Christian is on his way. Wow, going to the Rockets game with us here on the watch along. That's awesome. This one is
Come on. Yes.
And it's a base hit.
That's what we needed.
We'll bring Juan Soto up in the 9th. That's what you want. You want to bring Soto up against Hader. We saw yesterday he grounded out.
Yeah, I don't think
there's a pitch for strike. Yes, go ahead, Chris.
I don't think Hader looks as sharp as he did the last 2 times he pitched. Maybe he's a little tired.
Maybe a little, or not as sharp. Let's see. The pitch down low for a ball. 1-1. We got a Soto shuffle there. Yeah, there you go. He has a little merengue in his ass. Let's go. Hader versus Soto. The 1-1. Runner goes. The pitch. The throw. He is safe. Kleber Torres. You better have gotten that stolen base, because if you get caught with Soto at the plate, the fans will be so irate with you.
Was that a ball or a strike he ran on?
Ball.
Okay, ball. Okay, I just seen that. Actually, damn, Torres, you got that pretty fast.
Yeah, he stole that really good. Scoring position here, 2-1. The pitch. There's a strike, 2-2. Soto, calm, cool, and collective, like our main man D. Ross on the Knicks watch along. Two balls, 2 strikes that count here. All even at 3, top of the 9th. And you know what? I forgot to take the ticker off. The pitch, grounded, foul, and we're going to say goodbye to this because we don't want any spoilers. Sorry about that, fellas. We can't have any spoilers going on here. We want to make sure we get everything in rhythm. It's 9th inning because it's so ahead of us. We want to have the emotional watch as it occurs, not spoiled. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch just missed. The umpire was going to raise that hand, and he said, "Wait a minute, that's Soto." No, 3-2. The count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second. Go ahead, run for the Yankees at second.
Let me see. I'm a little behind, so I'm gonna see. Oh yeah, that's a ball. He called that a strike.
No, the umpire thought about it.
He tripping.
All right, now Soto calls his timeout, of course, doing some housekeeping on the dirt. Let's see. This is a big hit here. There's big at bat here. Torres at second. And the pitch. Goes the opposite direction. There's a base hit as he rounds third. And the Yankees take the lead as Juan Soto comes through.
3 for 5, too.
Wow.
That dude is crazy. That dude's sick, bro.
And Hader is being a hater on the mound, talking to himself. He looks like my tenant here, Sparky, the little Yorkie poo with his hair. When he doesn't get his way, complaining, murmuring. Good job by Juan Soto. Man, it's a hitting machine, Charlie. Indeed. Oh, he's cheering for the Mavericks. Oh, Christian is a Mavericks fan of Luka Doncic. So an RBI go-ahead run here for Soto will bring up Judge. And who's this? Is that Rizzo giving instructions to Judge? Okay, what's going on here? That's a big hit from him, and he just, my God, what a difference maker. Talk. This is what you call a needle mover when you cut, Chris.
Yeah. I'm gonna
That's
lie,
right.
Kevin. He keeps doing this. You gotta pay him.
This is he wants to be a Yankee. That's
Oh
the
yeah,
that's
you
the
can
that's.
tell.
Here's Judge. Pitch down low for a ball. I just hope the politics and the minutia of Scott Boras doesn't interfere with where they
Well,
could get a deal done.
I'm about to say I don't think the Yankees gonna let him. Like, I think they're gonna pay him whatever they need to pay him.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. I mean, that's a conversation for later in the months to come. But yeah, but I hope he doesn't. I just say this: I hope he doesn't get in the minutia of the way of the getting a good deal done of where both parties could make money. The 1-1 come. The pitch, judged fouls 1-2.
Come on, Judge.
Big hit, 3 singles and an RBI for Juan Soto as Clay Holmes starting to warm up here.
Soto's making you look like not the captain, man. Come on.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Yankees take the lead and the pitch, swing and a miss.
Of
Judge
course.
goes down. But the Yankees take the lead, 1 run on 2 hits. And that stolen base by Gleyber Torres becomes huge. I'm telling you, speed. I'm not a Houston fan, so I'll cheer for the opposite. There you go. I like a little heel there, Christian. I like a little heel.
I ain't gonna lie. Judge is proving people like Mike right, not being clutch.
I mean,
it kills me to say that.
But you got to still keep them in the 3 spot. We both said it. We both said it. They're gonna, that's gonna be people say, see, that's why you have to leave him in the number 2 spot because he's not hitting in the 3 spot. No, he belongs in the 3 hole.
It's not even just that though, Kev. The way Soto playing, you don't move Soto out of 2.
No, he's coming up in the important part. How many spot? All right, let's put it this way. Let's say they appeased everyone and left Judge at 2 hole. How many opportunities the game on the line Judge would have failed? We probably be 0-3 looking at 0-4 because Soto has come up at those spots clutch.
Mm-hmm. And he's actually like a Houston killer.
Well, it's showing to be here. Shoot, I mean, he's doing it with the glove, with the bat. My goodness, all he needs now is to steal a home plate, and steal the game literally from them.
Hopefully I don't miss none, but I probably will. I gotta go pick up my
daughter.
Right.
We go to the 9th inning. For the Astros, it will be Pena, Myers, and Altuve. So you get the set 8, 9, and 1 against Clay Holmes. We are ready for the draft indeed. Absolutely. The Giants pick 6, the Jets 10th. The Texans got a what are you a fan of, Christian? Are Texans or a Cowboy fan? Because you're in Texas, obviously. Watch them be a different team, an awkward team like the Saints or no, not it just came because you're on the stream there, Chris. But I'm just saying, watch them be like a Dolphin fan. Are the Giants going to draft a quarterback? Well, rumblings are McCarty, if he's there, they're going to go with the best possible quarterback for the New York Giants. The Jets, I think they're getting the tight end. Personally, I think they're going to go for the tight end, especially after making a trade for Hassan Reddick. Oh, he's a Patriots fan. Look at that. There's a strike. Wow, I told you he was going to be an obscure fan. Like, I didn't expect it out of left field, but good job there, Patriots. All right. Here's Pena, 0-1. And there is a foul, 0-2. So Holmes ahead of the count. Don't pick the nose, Boone. Don't pick the nose. It's Easter Sunday. People are having Easter dinner. Don't pick the nose. And the pitch. Outside, 1-2. Of course, being a Minnesotan, a Vikings fan, so so it makes so much sense for us to trade up and draft a quarterback. Yeah, you got Sam Darnold as the stopgap quarterback. Are you happy that Cousins is gone and 2-2? I mean, that was a lot of money for Kirk Cousins. It made sense there. But Jeffries got paid. It best for the Vikings to bring a quarterback since you're paying your wide receiver. You don't have to pay your quarterback and develop that chemistry with them for the Vikings. The pitch. This one is line, and there's a base hit. So Pena, leadoff single. Pena now fighting. Tying run on first now. Now, with Myers, we've seen Espada go to the bench. Let's see if they'll let Myers hit. Myers have a home run, but let's see. Yeah, you guys extended Jeffries. That's why it makes sense for them to get the quarterback, the rookie quarterback now, because you extended the wide receiver. We got a pinch hitter, so they will go to the pinch hitter like they did in game 1, not letting Myers hit. And it will be the catcher, Caratini. Now, Caratini, interesting, because if they get a ground ball with the single ball pitcher, it's a double play. Caratini is not a fast runner. I'm surprised they didn't go on Barbone, where we could, or even bunt with Myers, and you got Altuve. You want to get the. I mean, you're about to get swept, unless if Caratini's out there to bunt. Maybe he's a better bunter than Myers. I think this is a bunt situation for the Astros personally. The Bears are gonna Caleb Williams, and they're probably gonna get the wide receiver Marvin Williams if he isn't taken by the Patriots. So the lefty in on Clay Holmes. We'll see if they'll bunt here. I know you want to, and the pitch just misses outside. 1-0. As we're doing a little NFL talk as well as we get here the bottom of the 9th inning. We got the tying run at first with no outs. And the pitch. Grounded. There's a base hit. Pena holds. First and second now. Tying and winning run. This is where the things come. This is where you don't have a swing and a miss type of closer in Holmes. What position you play? Let me see. You probably play second base for Little League Texas Rangers. All right. Man, Pena almost hit Pena there. So Dubon will be the pinch runner. That's why I was wondering why Dubon did not hit that spot. Now with Altuve, now you're not bunting with Altuve, but Altuve is a contact hitter, very dangerous. The Yankees trying to play for 2. But Altuve's been hot. He's 2 for 3. So Altuve, the hottest hitter, and a Yankee nemesis here. All right now. And Clay Holmes fakes to see if he was bunting. He's not bunting. So the Astros only have one player on the bench left. So they're using up all their bench and a tired bullpen. They're going to want to try to win it here because they're running out of players. A pitch. Sweeping outside for a ball. 1-0. Clay Holmes is not sharp tonight. Now, Holmes checks the runner. The pitch. There's a strike. So we're even to count at 1 ball, 1 strike here. Good time here. What's going on here? Dumb referees are biased against the Astros. It's not like Soto got improved. Same Soto, but he's getting all the wrong calls. I mean, there's a strike. 1-2. Altuve could bunt and beat it out. Yeah, but I don't think he's going to do it there, Charlie. Yep, he's a second baseman. Look at that, man, Christian. Nice. All right, here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big pitch here. Grounded. Oh, what a play by Cabrera. Throws. No. Birdie. What a play. That was a saving play by Birdie. He gets the force at third and keeps the forces around the bases. That was sharply hit, and Birdie with his glove He ranges over to his right, backhand, dives, gets it, and steps on the base. And he thought about throwing, but smart because you don't want to throw the ball away. Good job there. What a fielder's choice. And we get a conference call here because you got Yordan Alvarez at the plate with 1 out. What a play by Birdie. Do you think Donaldson makes that play last year? Heck no, Charlie. Heck no. What a play. And Altuve runs, so I'm glad he didn't force the throw there. Here's Yordan Alvarez, because then you push the tying run at third and the winning run at second with Yordan Alvarez. But here we go. The dangerous Yordan Alvarez at the plate. So here we go. Clay Holmes against Alvarez. Runners on first and second with 1 out. Pitch down low for a ball. 1-0. He started off with a sinker down. 1-0. This is going to be a big play for the catcher to block this if he's going to keep the ball down. 1 ball, no strikes to the dangerous Yordan Alvarez. Now, ground ball could be a double play easily here. And the pitch. This one is hit the opposite direction to left field, and it is foul ball. Just foul by the hair of the chinny chin chin. That was close, very close, and it, by a inch or 2. That's what she said. Woo. Just foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Woo. Holmes with the 1-1 pitch. The pitch. Inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1 to count. Tucker's on deck. Yankees want to induce a double play ball and the pitch. Misses, not even close, 3-1. Holmes have to be close around the plate or guys are just going to be selective and wait. But if they get a ground ball in the infield, it'll be an automatic double play the way Alvarez runs. It's going to be a big opportunity here with the 3-1 pitch. This one is popped up in the air. Deep center field. It's going to be back at the track. Judge makes the play. Runners tag. Dubon tags, and he'll go to third. He gave it a ride, but not deep enough. So, wow. He almost tied it. Actually, he almost won the game there. And he gave it to the warning track. It was a 397-foot out. As Morban tags up and goes to third. Now, tying run is at third with 2 outs now. So the game here has a lot of intensity, a lot of drama here on a Sunday afternoon, on Easter Sunday here, as Holmes is trying to get out of this here. Astros are trying to tie this game. Tucker versus Holmes. The pitch. This one is hit in the air to left field. Coming in, Verdugo with the catch. Yankees win. Oh, Yankees win. Bring out the brooms because the Yankees sweep the Astros here. Oh, baby, tell me, John.
Game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
Good job by the Yankees. Boy, they made it stressful in the 9th, but they pulled it out here, and they start the season 4-0. Yo, this team is playing in a different level because it starts with 2 guys, I'll be honest with you. The first one is the one and only Juan Soto with that flair, that attitude, that chip on his shoulder, but in a good way, and Alex Verdugo, a real left fielder who is a gamer. That guy is a gamer with his defense. He's just a baseball player with some fire. Underrated because, of course, Juan Soto deserved all the spotlight there, but what a difference those two corner outfielders make for the New York Yankees. Good job. They win this series. They take the series 4-0 here since 2003. Now off to Arizona against the defending National League champions. Unfortunately, Monday and Tuesday we will not be doing those games. We'll be doing the game on Wednesday afternoon. We'll be back on. It's just 9:30 start. It's 9:40 starts. It's a little late for myself, especially one that I got to work 9 to 5. But this is a great way to end Easter Sunday. We won't stay too long because we want to make sure you guys get out to your family. Of course, I have a Easter dinner. We appreciate everyone. Of course, all our new friends that we've seen. Of course, hope we see you there, Christian. Enjoy Christian Strong. Enjoy that game at Houston. For you, go Dallas. Of course, thank you guys for joining us, for watching along with us. Again, enjoy your Easter Sunday. And we'll see you next time. May the sports be with you. Have a good night.